Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another night of Nomi League. My name is Max, better known as Light Pink Yoshi, and I am joined here tonight by Steve.
Hello, everyone.
And we are bringing you a game between some of the top competitors in the standings. We've got Eric representing the Triad, Kevin representing Team Yakumen, Sam representing the Rinshan Kaibros, and Mike representing the Peregrine FalKANs. Peregrine FalKANs and Eric representing the Triad are both the top two teams currently, though obviously the Triad has a pretty significant lead that has become just a bit bigger as Mike has been assessed a 20-point penalty for showing up late, much to the chagrin of his teammates that are sitting there unable to do anything right next to him. Which puts the gap to first place at a nice whopping 360 points or so. Very fun. But with the format change to top four, anything is still possible in the remaining weeks. Looks like we are about ready to get the game started. It is going to be Sam here with our first deal. We will get you into the action as soon as the tiles are dealt. All right, tiles have been dealt. Looks like the first Dora is going to be the 6-0, which I immediately
Like,
see two of in
yeah, I
Kevin's
just
hand.
immediately see a pair. That looks like a Tanya Dora 3. I think there was an Akka in there too.
Oh, geez. They
Yes,
were
there
right.
is.
Yeah, there it is. They were right next to each other, too. But it's gonna be Sam's hand that we look at first. Has a pretty nice like little Sozu run there. The red 5-pin just needs to clear out some of those floating out too high. So
Eric's
yeah,
got to pay Anko, but it's not his seat, so efficiency will probably rule the day if you want to play this hand.
yeah, he can accept the Dora, but it's gonna be a little bit difficult to get that hand anywhere unless you can fill that 8-9 month Tenchan. Kevin's hand, like we mentioned, does have two Dora and is already rushing towards a potential Tanya shape. Not that that one pin really helps it too much, but it's still another two tile block. But definitely gonna be looking to make any and all calls. And then Mike's hand on over on our left. It's got is that a 9-so pair? That is a 9-so pair. I thought there might be a Dora there. Yeah, unfortunately, nothing really doing. Maybe there's like this outside world where you get a 79 Sancho or something. Kevin fills in a 3-mon, so this is actually Ishanten with the 2-so draw, or sorry, not 2-so draw, 2-pin draw, could just slam a Ricci. But this is the type of hand where I might even just decline Tempai and look for Tanya. I was drawn a 4-so, yes, okay, so this
Yeah,
is gonna
now
make
you can get rid
Tanya.
of your 1/3, and now it's callable. Just pulling the
Yeah,
10 pie.
yeah, pawn
Or Chi.
either. Yeah, she pawn anything. Likely to end up on a 3-so Kanchan, but like for certain people, that's a that's a benefit,
Some people are
not in
very
mine.
superstitious about that, so maybe they'll like it.
Yeah, Mike's hand slowly filling in some of these Manzu shapes. Did draw a Dora, but needs to connect it to something to be able to do anything with it. If it flows out, Kevin's gonna be like, "Thank you," and be Tempai. And Eric is starting to form his hand vertically, actually. Four pairs now, including the Anko. Backfire the 1-so, but like, how can you know? Oh, there's the connection to the door from Mike. 5-so Kanchan, not your favorite tile to draw or favorite weight to have, but better than nothing. 7-pin for Kevin.
It
It's a
does
nice
not
shape.
help.
Yeah, it does. It's a nice shape, but it just doesn't really do anything because the shapes are pretty much already set. Yeah, just tosses it right back. We might see Eric follow suit here. Decide that this hand is really best played as a cheat toy. Yep. In terms of around the table, there doesn't really seem to be anything that anyone can do, though that is a third
Kind
pair
of
for
looking like a
Sam.
Toitsuba. There's a lot of things standing out.
Yeah, lots of pairs being drawn. Sam's
Oh,
at a fairly nice Ryan Shanten.
and Kevin would also have 4 pairs right now had he kept the tiles that
Yeah, a
he was still
Toitsuba
drawing.
being a hand where pairs naturally occur, and hands tend to be formed vertically. Oh, that is gonna and because pair hands do tend to come in pairs. Odds are if you're going Chitoy, someone else is going Chitoy or Toy a lot of the time. Or at least has had the option.
I've also noticed that when hands win not don't have a Chi toy, when there's that they have like an Ipeco in them or something. So
Ah,
there's
yes.
pairs in some way or
Oh,
another. There's
that's gonna
pairs.
be Tenpai for Mike. Richidora 1, or sorry, Richidora 2 fills in the Aka into that shape. And he's gonna get the Suji tile Suji weight on the 8 pin. It's gonna be a little bit tough to push into here for some of these players, though. If you're Kevin, you really can't afford to do anything but just ignore this. Sand's just too good. Maybe you're a little bit happy because maybe you see the 5 pin come out from Sam that you can cheat a
You
Tempa.
see.
That's just gonna be Tempa. Is this gonna be Dama or will it just be a chase? Alright, just gonna be Dama for now. Can upgrade the weight, so I think it makes a lot of sense.
Well, Sam decided to defend with the Sotogawa 1 pin there. Can see a 1 2 3 Sanshoku in the hand if you to play around this, but
Oh.
honestly, nope, not anymore. Things are just stacking up.
Yep, and plays the 3 pin Genbutsu as it got pushed. Very easy push for Kevin. Got Tenpai, Tanya Dora 3 Dama, and it's also one chance behind the Anko of 4 pin. But to the other players that don't know that he has an Anko of 4 pin, oh, there's gonna be Sumo for Mike. Never mind. For Ichi Sumo Dora 2, it's gonna be at least a Mangan, unless we probably a Mangan. Yep. One Ura, doesn't really matter. Nice 2000, 4000. Unfortunate for Kevin, but at least he's not the one paying the dealer penalty there. And a nice hand from Mike. He got some really nice draws there and was able to find his way to a pretty valuable tempo. Moving right along into
Is
East
that
2 is going to be,
seven
yes, it's
Mondora?
going to be 7 mon. Yeah, that's what I think. It's either 7 mon or 8 mon, and I'm pretty sure that's a 6 mon as the indicator. Ooh, Kevin's hand looks quite nice again. Was that an East pair or was it just the one? Just the
Just the
one.
one.
Yeah, but the hand does look quite nice. This is
And lends its. Yeah, it was like you can play this more than multiple ways, but
oh, and good sportsmanship from Eric, giving Kevin his one reminder to draw his first tile. I really agree with that generally and in person. It's just like I'll give it to you once.
I mean the players at this point are probably used to playing on this table, but anybody who hasn't played on a high pie dealing table, you don't get your first draw as the dealer. You don't do the skip and pick it up like
Yeah,
you're playing with real tiles.
I mean it happens. It is what it is. But
Mhm.
anyway, yeah, looks like Kevin's gonna be progressing his hand towards Chinitsu or Onitsu, depending on how it forms. Though if he draws a 6 pin, we may just see him just look for any sort of Richi. Eric's hand is kind of just hot trash. Like
There's a
that hand
four,
is
five,
just
six Shoku in there somewhere. You're just gonna draw it.
yeah. Okay, I mean like okay, Aka pair. Maybe this is like this could be like an aggressive Tanya. Like,
Mike's got a pair of Chin and an Akka as well.
yeah, it could be a pretty quick calling hand. Trying to build on the momentum that he got from
We're gonna
last time
see
on that
Sam
nice
go for the
Mangan Sumo.
Honitsu and Pinzu and try to just pawn up the honors.
Yeah, he is the North seat, so could potentially lock up a nice 5,200 point hand if he can get like Honitsu Pei with enough Fu, or even just like Honitsu Chitoi, Honitsu Toi Toi, things like that. I'm just gonna be looking to call anything really. 6-0 is a pretty nice draw there for Mike and forms another Ryanman. Definitely looking like it could be a fast hand, but it's going to be kind of hard to find that, harder than normal to find that Shun with 2 players going Honitsu. Oh, and it looks like Kevin's not necessarily 100% committed to this Honitsu, actually. Plays out the double East, which makes sense. He is East Shanten, correct? Yes. Needs
Yes, he is.
yeah, needs a 4-mon, 8-pin,
Sam
6-pin.
got the pawn on the non there, so now it's still
Yeah,
waiting
that's
for the pay to
gonna,
make this not Bakahon, but it's
yeah, and that's gonna be an immediate, like, alarm bell. It's like, all right, first thing you think of when you look at that call is Pinzu Honitsu, just given he's discarded some middle tiles in the other suits already. Mike
this may
fills his
be
penchant.
very that's a great draw
Ooh,
for Sam. This may be very beneficial for Kevin though as well. If Kevin decides to go the Chinitsu route with his hand, those Manzu are all going to come out from Sam.
yeah, but it will see how he feels about pushing all the pins that he would have to do that, given that Sam is already overflowing with the 9 pin. Like obviously, we know he's not like Tenpai or really particularly close, but he's now Tadashi 2 tiles after making a call. It'd be a fast 22, but it wouldn't be like anything outside the realm of possibility. Erica gallantly drops the 1 pin and has it pawned right up. So it's gonna be Ishanten for Sam. If he can get this to be a toy, it'll be it'll be a Mangan regardless if he gets the North. But I'm sure he'll take Tenpai on the 7 pin if offered, or the 5 pin. The
Looks
5
like
pin I think would be sadder.
Kevin might just be shifting to try to get an Itsu here to maintain the dealership. Certainly did
Yeah.
not like the Haku when drawn. I don't blame him.
The Haku is actually fully dead.
Oh, okay. I'm not seeing that. I see it now. Great.
Yep. Oh, and there's gonna be the Ricci actually coming up from Mike. He did never got the Chun, but
It's four
did find his way
seven.
to Tempai. Yep, and it's gonna be a 4-7 mon weight versus a 4-pin pay weight for Sam, who was able to palm the 6-pin Ricci tile to Tempai as well.
We see
I
one
mean,
4-pin held, and I think the pays are still in the wall.
yes. So it's gonna be Ricci. It's fake Pinfu, so it's Ricci Dora 1 with Takame Dora 2 that is waiting on the Dora versus Honitu Toy Toy. The 4-7 mon definitely more live, but 4-7 mon is not something I'd expect to get dealt into from anyone but Sam. And for Sam, we might even see some hesitance if he draws the 7 mon Dora. Well, I think with Manga and Tenpai, like you just go. It's like Kevin's gonna end up just folding out. Unfortunately, just was not able to quite get that hand where it wanted to be. Eric has drawn the 3-so into an icy Shanten for himself. Though the East is a pretty awful tile to push.
It's once cut, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but it still looks pretty bad.
Yeah, and there's gonna be the first pay drawn. Goes to Kevin, who is definitely folding out his hand at this point. Oh, that's an up. Yeah, okay. So Eric has no interest in dealing with this. Just gonna knows that his team is quite happily in first place and does not feel the need to risk anything. Sam was actually drawn and discarded an entire Onko of 8-pin. Just
Kevin just drew
unfortunate
an
for him.
additional Dora. I don't believe that's coming out, so it's what do you cut? Okay, 9.
Yes.
There's
This
the four
oh
pin, so now Sam is down to just a pay.
yeah. So there's one pay weight versus. I don't think there are that many Formon dead, right? It's I only see one Formon and two Dora. Is that correct? Oh wait, no, there was an early Formon cut from Sam. So
Yes.
there should be four tiles unless I'm missing something for Mike versus the one tile for Sam. Though of course dealings are always possible as well. Ooh, 8 mon. That
It's
was
already
already
come
cut.
out though,
Yep, that's
so
already
yep.
Genbutsu.
Sam
So
can breathe
Sam
easy
really
and keep pushing it.
yeah, Sam has been able to push this quite happily without having to make any too difficult decisions. This is
Although Sam has also discarded all 4 of the 8 pins, so that's gonna sting a little bit.
yeah. This is not the easiest decision there for Kevin.
No, there's a
Kind of
4.
running
There's a
out of
4
yeah.
mon for Eric drew a 4 mon. That's definitely not coming out.
Yeah, absolutely not. Oh, there's a Chun. Unfortunate. Uh, Player who could have drawn it or who could have used it has already reached.
The 1
Sam
mon looks
deciding whether to
bad.
yeah, one mon looks really bad, but like it's Mangan Tenpai. It is Akaari, so like Mangan Tenpai oftentimes can be fighting Mangan Tenpai. But in this case, like, what are you gonna do? Like, play North North? That's not even guaranteed to be safe. And 4-pin Nakasuji might actually be something that someone deals into if Eric were to have run out of safe tiles. Like in this situation, if Kevin had a 4-pin, I could see it being cut just because he's starting to run low on tiles that are actually Genbutsu.
Well, now he's got the 1 mons.
Yes, yes, of course. One so easy push.
I don't know what that is. Ah, there we
Oh,
go.
it's
It's
out.
non. Non has
Yeah,
been pawned, so once Kevin
yeah,
finds it, yeah, there.
yeah. Just like double check, make sure, make sure. Oh, and there's going to
There's
be
a 4.
Yasume Sumo, but that is another.
No, Dora.
Oh no, the Noura, the
Ichitsumo
Dora.
Dora. So
Yeah,
1K, 2K.
yep, 1K, 2K. No crazy fun Homba just yet. That is okay with me. All right, so there's a couple nice sumos to start us off here. No repeats, moving right along into East 3.
Eric's the dealer, and I see a lot of Yao Chuai in the hand.
Yeah, not really what you're looking for, and none of it really like lends
Dora
itself
looks like
to.
it's 4 mon.
Yeah, yeah, Dora's Formon. Mike almost just laid his whole hand down. Yeah, this is not an easy
Mike's
not
got
an
a
easy hand to
South
play
Pig,
for Eric.
his own wind, and a Dora. So that's Mike's hand is callable, but it's still not
Yeah, it won't
It's
be too
not
much,
it's not
but
playable it's not that easily playable. I mean, you could easily just oops into a Honitsu with a hand like that if you don't draw other blocks.
yeah, you could play. Did play the West first. You know, maybe you want to keep the Honey 2 in mind a little bit more. Play out the one pin first, because the one pin's never gonna do anything for you. That's gonna be the Pulm though. Sam's hand to his right actually looks pretty nice though. Has two
Mhm.
completed shapes, the middle tower Ryankan, and now a Haku pair. You could definitely look for a Haku Dora 1 and pretty easy connection to a Haku Dora 2 there. Maybe even like a 4, 5, 6 Sanchoku somewhere in the works. And then Kevin's hand looks actually pretty nice again. Some outside shapes, potential for a 1, 2, 3 Sanchoku. It's just gonna be a little bit tough, though. If he can draw a Dora, and then the shapes all of a sudden look a lot better. Oh, and another good draw for Sam. Sam's hand, I think, would probably be my favorite to actually take it so far. But we do see that Mike is actually paired of the East, and also has still the pair of one mon. So I think this is gonna go in a Honitsu direction for Mike. The problem is Eric has so many tiles to cut before that East is gonna come
You
out.
know,
There's
filled in
just
filled
so
in the
much
filled in
trash.
the Kanchan there and then cut the 8 mon out of hand.
Oh,
I
and
think I would have
has
dropped the 8 so there actually.
yeah, and doesn't palm the one mon either. Maybe not quite seeing the value of Honitsu here. Because honestly, it's like just as fast, if not faster, than your other routes with this hand, and for 4 times the points. So Honitsu would already be at least a Mangon. Nope, that's gonna be a Hatsu. We do see that in Eric's hand, so we're gonna see the palm here. Then this Haku's gonna come out, which we should see the palm here. Oh no, no palm for Sam. Gonna take his Ishanten. Gonna hold his Ishanten. Maybe trying to pick up a couple more points here has been the victim of both these sumos so far. And paid out the more expensive one as his dealer penalty. Mike has drawn a red 5 so now is oh now has some choices to make. Yeah, gonna play out 1 1 1 1. Look to palm the east potentially and get south. It's South Dora 2 with the potential for east as well here at the moment for Mike. A very nice looking Ishanten. So it's found a way to potentially have a Mungan even without
That's
the
what it's
Honitsu.
going to be because the five so's are held. So unless that block changes into a Ryanmen.
Yeah, and it looks like Eric is finally going to be cutting the east here in just a bit, unless something else were to change. That's the problem with having all these Yaochu highs. Like you hold back the east as long as you can because it's your best tile, but like someone's probably going to beat you to having it. Yeah, it looks like Eric's going to try to hold off on cutting that if he can, but he's not going to want to give up his dealer turn that easily. Has his 5 blocks now. Took a while. Mike declining the furry pin Sunbench on there with the 2 mon draw, I think makes a lot of sense given that it's pretty likely this hand's gonna pull the Tenpai. And it'll end up on a good weight
I mean,
regardless.
he wants it to pawn to Tenpai, but almost everything is held.
Yeah, there
Actually,
is still an
all the
east.
tiles he can pawn are held. Eric has to drop the east because the
Yep.
players are not dropping a 5 so.
Yep. Kevin has found his way to a pretty nice looking Ishanten. Um, has potential for Ipeko, has like shots at San Anko, could just fill a 6 mon in. There's gonna be the east. It's gonna be the palm. That's gonna be the 6 mon played out. Interesting that they played the
Oh, you don't
six
want to
mon.
fill a 6 mon in with that hand though, because you'll be waiting on a 3 pin only.
I mean, no, you have is the one pin dead? Oh, the
One pin
one
is
pin
dead.
is dead. I see, I see. Yeah, it looks like they just want no part of what's going on from Mike. So they're gonna play the safer one looking one pin, hold on to that 9 so and maybe just try to convert this to a Tanya.
Yeah, so there are no 3 pins left for this hand.
Yep.
Eric's holding 2 and Kevin is holding 2 for Mike, and so the 6 pin is all that's left.
There's 2 in Sam's
And 2
hand.
in Sam's hand. I think that's it. I think the other 2 are in the wall.
Yes, though from what we can see, a 6 pin would fit very naturally into Eric's hand. The other Haku gets
Speaking
drawn.
of,
Yep, there it is. So there's only one tile left for Mike's hand, unfortunately, though it is gonna be 8,000 points.
Eric's probably trying to figure out what block to get rid of and correctly chooses 3 so pair here. 3 pin pair would have been bad, obviously, but you can see
Yeah,
that. And
I
then
think it's a little bit tough to say which one's like I mean, this is definitely the better
So the
results
eighth
for
pin, the
Eric.
eight pin con isn't great either, but Eric can't possibly know that Kevin has three of them.
Yeah.
So we see a con called, and the new Dora is 8 pin now. So now Kevin's got three Dora, and
Yeah.
Eric will wait on a Dora.
And all of
So
a sudden, Kevin's hand looks like it's gonna want to try to fight. Yeah, but, all right. Here's gonna be the Tumon aggressively discarded. Holding on to these potential holding two tiles is it's very like with two Yakuhai calls, like you always have to respect it because it's instant Mangan.
and there's
Um,
just a single 6 pin left for that hand to
yeah,
win
Sam
on.
also in a quite nice Ishanten. Looking for that last Haku, if it comes out from Kevin, would give Sam a pretty good tempo.
I feel
Oh,
like
and that's
Sam has been Ishan 10 for a long time right now.
yes, it's a 7-mon drawing for Kevin, so that's Ishanten for him as well. Though the tiles of Tempai are quite different, are pretty much dead. I think. I have to draw either a North or a Haku that doesn't exist. Oh, Dora gets Karagiri'd. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Trying to throw off the table a little bit by discarding the Dora from hand. That's going to be the pawn. Sam going to be Tempai here. Could deal in if he plays the 6 pin. Could try to take the 5 pin Kanchan. Trying to maybe hit Mike on a tile. Hard to really say
No, he
which way.
chooses the Shabo, so now they're both waiting on a 6 pin,
Yep.
being only one
Avoids
left to
the
get.
avoids the deal in. Really tough to say what you would do in that situation.
Orso being the other side
I
of the
think
weight, and
the
we see
Yeah, I think the ability to upgrade in Sozu really trumps all for me there.
only one of the Forsos is held. Has the other been discarded? I haven't looked.
Yeah, it's in Kevin's hand.
Kevin has one. I don't see the other.
I do not see it discarded, so I believe it
I
is
think it's
live.
live.
Yes. Yep. There, to Sam, there should be a lot of Sozu upgrades for this hand as well, so that you don't have to stay on the Shabo. And Kevin's also in his like Tanya Outdoor 3 Shanten as well. Just need to find any Sozu connector. That is not it. Is that a tile you can push though? I mean, you kind of have to, right? You have Tanya Dora 3 Ishan. Again, Akaari. Mangan fighting, Mangan. Eric's still sitting Ishan 10 as well. Deciding that it's worth fighting for, especially now that he'd be able to confirm that he'd get the an additional Dora with the 8 pin. Does have a Yakuhai Hatsu sitting off to his right. Mike really deciding here on this. What tile is it that he's drawn? Oh, Chun. I see. Is the Chun live?
It's once cut at least. There's
Okay,
one
I
in
see.
Eric's discard.
Right, yeah, it's just one of those cases where the Yakuhai just takes forever to come out. Ooh, Kevin draws another Dora here. Would be Tanya Dora 5 if he can convert. But has already cut a 2-mon. So lots
Yeah.
of Furryton there, and 4-mon is Genbutsu to Mike, so might just see it come right
Okay.
back.
Yeah, and Sam will deal
Sozu
in. I
looked
mean, it's a
kind
deal into Sam with that. So
oh no, just plays out the 5-mon, just breaks Ishanten. Interesting. 5 pin again. Sam maybe kicking himself right now, thinking, "Oh, I would have won on the 5 pin, but would have cost him 8K," which he might see if this goes to exhaust. We are getting towards the end of the wall here. Sam deciding to risk the 7 so for this tempo.
we're gonna
Does
see Kevin
have
cut the 7 here because it came out. Yep.
yeah. Yeah, it looks like Kevin is just giving up on this hand. That is gonna be tempo for Eric. Does finally get there. Waiting on
Here.
8 pin only. Imagine like Mike just took his hand away and revealed the last 8 pin then. How cursed would that have been?
It's already been discarded.
Uh,
Sam discarded it mid second row.
yeah, I see it. Let me dream. Oh, that's gonna be the
Oh,
sumo for
there's
Sam.
the sumo.
The definitely the cheapest way this hand could have ended. It's gonna be Hakudora 1.
So 500, 1000.
Yep. Gonna see the change given out there. Nice and quick, using the sticks already on the table. That's like the faster you can make point exchanges, the faster you can get to the next hand, and everyone can just continue playing Mahjong. Honestly, it's just like very
Fireworks
nice.
time. The Dora is Haku.
Yep, Dora's Haku. I see one in Sam's hand. Did not catch anyone else's hand. Mike is looking like he has a 6 pin Anko.
One in
Or
Eric's hand, one in Sam's hand,
one in
one in
Kevin's
Kevin's
hand.
hand. Nobody's getting this hunk. Well, unless it
Yep.
pairs up real fast for somebody, nobody's getting it.
Yeah, though honestly, all 3 player, it's gonna get held until someone gives up on it. So
Kevin's
there's
got
gonna
some really nice shapes in his hand. The Itsu Chance already got a completed
yeah,
sequence.
6, 7,
Eric's
8
hand not
pin,
bad either. The
floating 3
Akka
pin.
usable.
Yeah, floating 3 pin's always a good tile as well.
Yeah.
Uh, 3 pin.
Sam's kind of the underdog here. That hand is the slowest by quite a stretch.
Yeah, Mike has a pretty good route to just like a Ricci Tanya, something like that. Could defend his deal. Can add any of the Akka though. The only one available to him is the 5 so. It does look like he's gonna end up going that route. Might hold on to that 9 so for a bit just in case 7 so gets drawn, but honestly I'd prefer to just be able to win the quick Tanya as dealer. Start just calling until I get something with value.
Kevin Simulgiri the east there, but 2 are already cut.
Yep. Oh, that's a fantastic draw for Eric, who is quickly making his way towards what looks like it's going to be a very nice hand. Really to see if he can find like a 6 pin or an 8 pin would be ideal. Could even Dora Tonki in some worlds. No one giving up on that Haku just yet. No real progress being made over there for Kevin, but yeah, definitely still has that Manzu Itsu.
So that's an
Really,
excellent draw. Maybe,
yeah, really needs to find a head if you're Kevin here. Yeah, we've got
we say we might see the Haku go now, but without a head, Eric's not really
yeah,
incentive
this
on it.
yeah, because like the 4 so doesn't really do a whole lot for you besides accept the red 5 so. But like the Dora is a better tile acceptance than the red 5 so.
Mhm. Kevin advancing slowly. I don't think that really helps that much. Well, it
Ooh,
helps because it's
that
a
helps
head.
a lot for Eric. All right, there's gonna be the
There's the
Haku.
door.
Now it's the Dora turn where everyone takes their turn cutting Dora. Though Sam drew something even more useless. Ooh, that's a good draw there for Kevin. Pairs up the 6 mon. Is that it is Ishanten. It's a very awkward
You throw the
Ishanten.
9 and go guarantee. Well, you don't guarantee Tanya yet, but I guess you
Yeah.
do pretty much. But
I think you can
it's
play the
headless.
one you can play the 1 mon first. Though at the moment it is Ishanten on the 2 mon 4 mon Kanchan, but that's not really a reach you want to take anyway. 5 pin is a good draw.
And Eric's just
Now
sitting headless Tanya Dora 1.
yeah, so he's gonna play out the 1 mon. Itsu seems like a bait here. So he has 4 pin Kanchan, 4 7 mon, and the Tenpai for Tanyao with potential Pinfu on 4 pin draw. And 6 mon, 3 mon draws for Onkos to Tenpai if you're Kevin. Oh, and Eric filled in the 6, 7, 8 so as well. So now
Yep.
sitting on Sun Menchan, Kanchan, Ishanten, but also could
It's
just fill in
Nobitan
Nobutan.
headless
Yeah.
too. This is just getting
Oh,
more.
this is just more okay. So this is actually a really interesting question here. Like, do you just take the double Nobutan, or do you want to maintain Tempais if you pair any of the Manzu? I think like I'm not really that happy with this hand with 6 pin Kanchan, so I think
I
I might
like the
just
8 because of the Sanchoku. I
yeah.
was gonna say, I was like, I
Yeah,
hope he
yeah,
throws
yeah.
the 8.
Yeah. I think without the potential Sanchoku there, I think I would have actually just thrown the 7 pin and take double
Mhm.
Nobutan. The Sanchoku serves as a good tiebreaker. Is the double Nobutan, I think, because you don't really want to end up on 6 pin Kanchan here, except 6 pin Kanchan is distinctly good in the case of drawing 3 or 4 mon and having Dama Sanchoku. That is an upgrade.
Still not 10 pi, but it is an
Yeah,
upgrade.
it
You
is a
get rid of
very
the
good side grade. You do have
Sanchoku.
to get rid of the Sanchoku, but this hand is so good. And you only get Sanchoku on like 20% of your Tempais, if that. Just
Mhm.
because there's so many Tempai tiles, and you only get it on like 6. You can get it
Yeah, we
on 6 pin
see
draw, but then you have to wait on the right
Eric
way.
is 10 pi on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mon and 2
Well, it's one
a lot.
yeah,
And
1 through
1,
6
yeah.
pin. Yeah, 1 through 6 pin.
1 through 6
So
pin and 2 through 8 mon.
yeah, so 13 total tiles, right? 7 in Manzu, 6 in Pinzu.
It's wide. Let's put it that way.
Wide.
Very wide.
Oh, Kevin's hand has also gotten quite
And
interesting
that
as
is 10
well.
pi.
That is Tempai, and that's a very good Tempai. That would have been one of those that he could have waited for Sanchoku.
But he's
Could have
got
had
Pinfu now instead,
yeah,
so
so it's with the Ricci, it's gonna be the same value. So instead of Dama for Tanya Sanchoku Aka on a Kanchan, you have Ricci for 3/6 pin for pretty much the same value. Is there Kiriage? I'm pretty sure there's
I
Kiriage. I
think
always
so.
forget.
There are no tiles for Eric though.
Yeah, the
There's
three
a 3
six.
pin, all right? I think there's a 3 pin. That's it.
Yep. And from the looks of things, we did. I think we did miss the 8th of pawn from Mike, so it's gonna be quite difficult from. Oh, actually, could she this? Nope, decides not to. Oh, played out the force of the turn previous. Of course, he's not gonna cheat it. Never mind. Though, if you're Mike, you really don't have any good options here. You could like maybe like posit 2-3 so Sotagawa, one chance. No, just push the 5 so. Okay.
Well, Eric played the 8, so it's a half Suji sort of thing.
Yeah, so I guess like if you think 2 so will pass, then like 5 so would also pass. But personally, I'd be more inclined to try to play behind the 4 so than in front of it. Because this doesn't really seem like a hand you're able to win anymore. I don't think we've
Eric
seen that
being
3 pin get drawn. If that
Eric
3
being nice and showing us the tile so we can
I
see
know,
it
right?
very clearly.
I'll never get over watching Pio try to do that at WRC and is failing every time. He was on the stream game trying to do that and just missed the camera every single time.
See, I don't worry about it because I'm left-handed.
Yeah. He was worried about getting Suanko tonkied.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed. Uh-oh.
alright, saved.
So most of the players are trying to fold here. I think
Yeah,
Kevin still has a fighting chance, but
yeah.
looks like Mike is running
yeah,
out of things to play.
yeah. Played 4 pin out. I think maybe not quite seeing that the 2-3 so should look relatively safe, just with the early 4 so plus it being one chance. Like not like that safe, but safer than like the other tiles in his hand.
I'm just wondering. I don't. I mean, if you completely run out of safe tiles, it's one of those things where it's late enough that you could probably fumble around. But earlier, it's like people, oh, I'll try from this Anko rip.
Yep. All right. There's the default. All right. I don't have any save tiles. I'll cut a terminal. Ooh, Sam. Is that? No, 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 no. Shapes are not as good as I thought they were. I misread that
Oh,
one,
it's still
Monzu.
two Shanten.
Yeah.
Three Shanten.
Ooh, this is a very interesting
Shanten.
draw if you're Kevin. Fremont, I believe, has already been played into this Ricci. Yes. So Kevin is kind of sitting Ishanta, and if he draws a 4 pin, it'll become interesting because 4 pin. Actually, no, there are no 4 pin left. Mike had played the only 2 of them that were available. We'll see if anyone
Wow,
can actually
Mike
get
went
tempo here.
outside of the four so there with the two so attempt. There's the
Yep.
last
Oh,
three
there's the
pin.
last 3 pin. Surely not coming out from Sam. Has 2 so Genbutsu, has 1 so Suji, has 7 pin Genbutsu. Like plenty of tiles to not deal in here if you're Sam. As that is not going to be Tempai if you're Kevin. 1 so looks perfectly fine though. Though it's only once cut terminal Suji, correct? Like not the safest tile in the world. Gonna go ahead and play the 8 pin out instead. Uh, Eric now drawing dead, but could potentially find
I think that one so may have come out after the Ricci anyway, too.
It's possible, yeah.
It looks like it, but there was a call, so I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it's always tough to tell. Wait. Which one so are you? Oh no, one so's 2 cut. Never mind. I was looking at the one in Kevin's pawn.
I was looking at the one in Sam's spawn. I'm like, that looks like it's after the
Yeah.
Ricci.
Yeah. Okay. The moral of the story is it's safe.
Yes.
All right, and it looks like we are getting down here to the Haite. I believe Eric has no more draws, so we will see if Kevin's able to get Tempai with this draw. Does not get it. It's about the safe 9 pin. That'll be Eric as the only one Tempai. The deal will pass. We are already into South round, but we do get our first big Homba. And for anyone unfamiliar, this is our first time, or anyone unfamiliar with the rule set here for Nomi League, if this is your first time watching, the Homba here are worth 1,500. So dealer repeats can stack up a lot of points real fast. Doing a quick check-in on the score situation, the scores are a little bit cut off from our current perspectives. It looks like it's Kevin with 19.5, Mike with 35, I think, right?
Yeah, appears that way. And Eric has 23-0.
Eric with 23.0 and Sam with, Sam, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sam with whatever the difference is. Sam's hand looking very windy. Could potentially be like a Chanta Sanchoku type of thing. Has 5 tiles to a 7/9 Sanchoku and lots of wins in hand. Gonna hedge all the honors, play out the 2 pin first. I would like to make anything happen on his self deal. Kevin's hand,
Any
not
of the loose honors there are Yakuhai, all four of them. So
yeah. This has an Onko of the wrong one, though has seen both Hatsu and Jesus. Maybe this is just Kokoshi.
clearly not.
Yeah,
There's lots of.
how many types is it? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Was it 8 types? Okay,
It's
not
not really enough, but
yeah, but like when your hand's that bad, it's a little bit tough. It's one of those hands where I try to like hedge Honey-2 and Kokoshi at the same time, because I'm a degenerate. Kevin's hand looks kind of nice though. Needs doesn't really have any calling outs unless he can pair that Haku. Does have a red 5 that needs to connect to it. Well, has connected to it. Eric's hand looks pretty not bad as well. No one's hand's really blowing me out of the water here, but they're like all pretty much everyone's hand but Sam is like a couple nice draws away from being pretty quick. And Sam's hand is like a nice draw away from being callable, which can turn it into being pretty
that's a
quick.
nice draw to be called
Yeah,
to call
okay.
it.
So yep, so the 789 Sanchoku should probably be in full bore here. Could potentially look for Chanta with a Yakuhai as well, but
Or
I'm
the
sure.
just Dora Tanki
Yeah,
if you want to
Dora
be greedy.
Tanki. Yeah, it doesn't even have to be Chanta. Like Sanchoku Dora Tanki here.
It's
Be
probably
quite
going to
good.
be Chanta just based on what's in the hand. And
Yeah, but like if you palm or well you can't palm the 7 pin.
yeah, you will get Sanjoku that way.
Yeah. Haku's come out once, so we may see yeah. We may see the one cut Yakuhai start getting cut. No, okay, gonna be the 7 pin. I like the 7 pin there actually,
Mhm.
because the 7 pin doesn't really help with the extra 7 pin doesn't help with Sanchoku. And you really want to get any of these Yakuhai.
Yeah, you can't. This hand is not fast enough to play like the honest men's and I'm gonna keep all my efficient tiles. It's too slow.
Yeah, oh, that's gonna be an Onko here for Eric. Building vertically. Most efficient cut is probably this red 5 mon. The 6-0 I think is also a very good option. Is he Shanten for Eric, but would be a pretty awkward Tenpai unless he draws exactly 5 pin. Could even actually potentially try to take this to a Tanyo. Say you draw like 6 mon or something, or like you pair the 5 mon, you can now play out the 1 mon 1 mon.
Exactly.
Friso is going to be a little bit sad. Plays out the 6-0
Sees
there.
the Sanshoku.
Yep, correctly identifies the 3-4-5 Sanshoku is an option with this hand, especially if you draw 4 mon. In its current shape would probably have to hit 5 pin twice. That's going to be a call from Sam. I didn't quite see. I guess he got the 9 mon into his Manzu shape. So that is going to be the start of the push for the potential Sanshoku. Just needs to fill. Yeah, it's going to end up being Chanta Sanshoku Dora Tanki most likely. Which even without the Sanshoku, Chanta Dora Tanki is going to be 7,700 points here regardless. A nice looking draw from Mike. That is his third pair. Keeping with this trend of vertical hands. There's also 4 pairs in Kevin's hand.
There we go. Pair the
Oh,
Haku.
yep. Chanta Sanchoku is also very okay here if you're Sam. Hasn't really gotten a whole lot to go his way this game. Like through no fault of
Could
his own, just ate like a.
could pawn Haku if it comes out and drop pay as well. If you don't
This
want to
is
get off the Dora.
yep. This is Tenpai for Eric. I can't imagine he takes it. Wow, just gonna
He's
go
going
ahead
to
and
go for it.
jam the Aka. Maybe sensing that the dealer's hand is a little bit awkward and wants to try to shut that down. Also, the Richie Nomi is essentially worth double points here because of the fact that there is a Homba. What has Sam drawn? Sam has drawn the 7 mon. That is definitely well. So technically, when a red 5 gets Richie, typically the 3 and the 7 are a bit safer than they normally would be because it eliminates shapes like 4-5-5 or 5-5-6. Because why would you reach the red 5 if you had that shape, you know?
It's truly a trap to do that.
Yeah, some people will try to use that as a trap, but usually you're better off just like
I mean, the
just
Suji to it
take
are
the point.
usually safe too,
Yeah,
because you have 3 red 5 mon. Why are you not taking the 4 mon weight? You don't want the
yeah,
value or something. I don't know.
yeah. Except in Ho, in Ho,
Yeah.
if you see a red 5 Richie, I'm pretty sure the Akasuji are just the most dangerous
So
styles.
when you see a red 5 like that, it's usually only 1-4 and 6-9 Sujis that are bad. So we do have the con 5 pin. How many are left is the question.
Yeah, I believe. Did we see one get discarded earlier? We did in Sam's pawn. Oh, Sam has folded out the folded with the pay, or like tried to go around and then just drew a drew a Haku instead. So now has even more points in his hand. He's still
I
sitting
wonder if he
Ishanten.
gets the opportunity to call, whether he'll take Tenpai or he'll cut the pays and try to call again.
Yeah, the Dora's a really tough sell here, but his team does need points. Orso is also not the easiest tile to push. If the tune was not so invisible, it would be a lot easier to push this hand if you're Sam. All right, gonna take a step back in Shanten. Doesn't have to have Chanta or Sanchoku anymore. Well, we will see what happens here. The other thing is that even if Sam were to fill this Shanten, his weight is almost always worse. He can't know that it's like similar in quality. Oh, and that would have been the Tenpai. All right, well, still Shanten for Sam, taking the roundabout way.
If the well, the nice thing is if the 7 does for some reason come out for at any point, and if Eric throws it because he draws it,
Yeah,
it
it's
makes the 4 pin the 4 zone Nakasuji, so you could easily push that right back into the Mangan, and
speaking
there's
of.
the 7.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure all four of them are in the wall, so it's not that unlikely that Eric draws it. Oh, and that's gonna be the 5 pin though. Okay, so 4 so is gonna come out first here because it's safer, but I imagine Sam will risk the 5 pin if he gets Tenpai. But he could just draw the red 5 pin. He would have Haku
Then he
Sancho
has to
draw.
cut the Dora.
Yeah. But like, Matenpai. It's Genbutsu.
Yeah, the
He
red 5
dealer.
pin is in Mike's hand.
Oh
Oh
yikes.
yikes!
Yeah,
Unfortunate,
unfortunate for
so
Sam.
so unfortunate.
No way to ever win that hand. Oh, and there's another Dora. Oh, the Haku Anko would have been so it's gonna be reaching Nomi 1300 plus Hombo is gonna be 2800 points, and that's gonna be the end of
It's
Sam's turn.
3,800 for the dealer for that hand total because it picks up the Ricci stick from the previous round too.
Yep, that is correct. I forgot about that. I was like, oh yeah, there is. There's
I'm
a
sure
reason there's a
the
Hombo.
home by the stick factored into the calculus of taking that Nomi Ricci.
Yeah, and that's the fact that Sam now no longer has a deal and is sitting in fourth place is gonna be quite rough for the overall standings for team.
Oh, Kevin forgot his draw again, and Eric pointed it out to him
Oh,
again.
yep. Yeah, Sam really needed points here too, as the Rinshan Kaibros have had a very rough season so far, sitting 140 points behind, not last. So have a whole lot of work and a whole lot of not no time to get into that top four
Well, this is
cut.
one of those hands where if you thought to yourself, "I need a Yakuman right now," I would be trying to go for Ryuiso.
It could be, honestly. You've got 6 tiles to it. You can palm 2 of them.
I mean, you can get Suanko too, but
It's something.
no, he's just gonna play this for efficiency because it's an
Yeah,
excellent
yeah.
draw.
It looks like a
Dora is
fairly.
9 mon though. Who's got the 9 mons?
It looks like a
Kevin
pretty
has
good one.
1, and that's it. Just one 9 mon in Kevin's hand. Of course, Kevin's got the Chun pair, so it's pretty quick if you can get the Chun. Just call down, but it's
Yeah.
also got a floating Dora by itself.
Yeah, cheap and quick, like, uh, not.
Kevin's the dealer though, so cheap and quick's okay.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot that he was the dealer.
There's the ramification of adding the Homba that's worth the same amount as the hand you just won to the table and then getting bit by it.
Is he Shanta now, though? I think now I would probably pass the first tune. Just try to get Tenpai and get Ricci on it. See if I can pick up any points that way. Because the one cut Yako Hayashabo sounds really good to me right now. Plus, you can greed for more time to draw Dora. Right now, it's a little bit difficult to. Ooh. Now, do you play out the 9 mon here and try to hedge a potential Toy Toy or Chi-Toy? I guess not. Eric's hand kind of looks nice, but it's just gonna take a little bit, I think.
I think it's a little late to hedge for Toy Toy. Chi Toy maybe, but
Yeah, I'm mostly just like the 9 mon really only ever helps you if you draw the 9 mon. And it's like, what's like, if you do, yes, okay, here's gonna be the Shabo Ricci. No, no Chun were able to be passed. Eric's gonna draw it on the Ipatsu. can't imagine that he plays it right away, though he does not have any Genbutsu after that one
There
mon.
are no 3-pins held by anyone. They're all
Yep, so
everybody's hand can use the 3-pin, but
yeah,
no, or
three
there's the
tiles
two
on the
Kevin's holding,
wall.
and that's it.
Yeah, 3 tiles on the wall, but no one besides Eric is able to deal in right now. And Eric is probably going to be quite disciplined with these Yakuhai. I think Eric is also quite happy to sit there with like his calmed 27k second place. Ipatsumo Janai.
With the current score situation, I'm sure Eric's fine with anything that's not fourth.
Yep, and now pairs up the Hatsu, which makes this folding like easier. I believe that was a 6 mon that came out from Kevin as well. So that just makes Eric's life significantly easier in trying to fold this. So I do not expect that tune to come out unless Eric finds like a 4 mon. If Eric finds a 4 mon, then he's probably going to be tempted to push this hand. Then it'll be in a very nice Rinshan 10. Oh, 8 mon. Well,
Well, you got the
yeah.
other Hatsu still.
Yeah. It's just a matter of will Eric draw anything connector. In terms of like people that can stop this, I guess oh, Mike
Sam's
just
got a reasonable hand.
yeah, Mike was actually Shan or no, was Rian Shanten, but did not like the having to push the south here.
Sam could pawn 2 or 3 mon to Tenpai for Tanya Dora.
Yep, I think that'd be a fairly reasonable play here. Pick up, 3k points, shut down your competitor's deal. Sam is actually only with the Ricci stick in there, he's only 300 points behind Kevin. So if he can pick up this hand, even for just 2k plus the stick, that's a pretty big deal. 2-pin definitely not a tile that looks particularly safe, but what in your hand does look safe? You have like 7/8, so you're really gonna blow up your hand at this point. I guess you have 3 months, Suji. Yeah, okay. So gonna try to go around, connect to probably doesn't like that he has to push both the 2-pin and the 4-so. Trying to go around, connect a run to either of those tiles, and just end up Tenpai that way. A lot of going around things from Sam. Oh, the Dora draw is going to make that quite difficult, though. Though it is Terminal Suji. And actually, no, wait, no, it's just Genbutsu. That was the Ricci Tao for Kevin.
Yep.
And it looks like Eric has dismantled his hand somewhat. So I do not believe we will be seeing anything come out on that front from Eric. Have the 3 pins been drawn? I still
Nope.
no. Yeah, so there's
They're
still 3.
still hanging out in the wall.
Yeah, still
And the
3
other
tiles
tune
on
is
the
still
wall
on the wall
chilling there.
too.
More and more safe tiles being created for Eric. Mike, his hand. Okay, well, safe Dora draw. Yeah, his hand just really has not been able to find anywhere. Ooh, that's. Well, yeah, it's a tile that Sam can push safely, so it's like not an inherently bad draw. Though, yeah, the 1-4-so line is definitely not super happy sitting in Sam's hand right now. Dora gets drawn. All of the Dora have been cut, so theoretically, like the reach. Oh no, gonna be
There's
the
3-pin
Yasume Sumo
sumo.
on the 3-pin or a 3? No, or a 0. Ricci Sumo, nice 1,000 points all. Not too bad by any means.
No, it's more.
Oh, is it?
$1,300. 4 for
Oh,
4 for both
yeah.
Ankos, 2 for the honor pair, and 2 for Tsumo.
Yep, you're right. Quick maths. Nice and 1,300 all.
Right, no more fireworks. Dora's Hatsu.
Yep. Dorahatsu, quick glance. I didn't see any of the initial hype high.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah.
Kevin's
Might be
got
one hiding in the hand somewhere.
Kevin's got some good shape, Senanaka, and Eric's got.
Eric has pretty much the same. I think less good shapes overall.
Mhm. Mike
Yeah,
has got awkward, very awkward hand. Like it's a this is a Hoitsu with Manzu is what this is.
yeah,
I don't really like trying to do anything else with it because it's just so slow.
yeah,
Sam's hand's reasonable too. It's got to connect a few things.
yeah. It has to connect a few things. It's like a really far world where there's a 789 Sanchoku or something. Uh, yeah, definitely gonna be looking at. I probably prefer Kevin's hand out of everyone, but definitely all the hands really could be quite good with just one good draw. It needs to be like the exact good draw though. Like if Kevin feels like a 3 mon or Eric feels like a 7 mon, then seven so is a pretty good one for Kevin there. Could potentially even make the run this towards a Tanya. Not sure I love the immediate 6 mon cut, but we will see how the hand plays out. It could be like, nice Suji bait toward if the pinch shot never fills. But I think I would prefer to move his hand towards a potential Tanya and just try to open for the Homba and the stick.
Yeah, I think the nine so could have come out first there.
Yeah.
Missing a potential 5, 6, 7 Sanchoku for the perfect draws.
Three.
I'm very greedy. I like my Sanchoku.
Every hand is Sanchoku.
Hey, you just gotta learn how to make it.
Yeah.
You try hard enough, you can make every hand a Sanchoku.
It's very
Sometimes
fun.
it's Doko, but
Doko. Doko dozo. uh
that's an
yeah.
interesting cut there. Cuts the extra 3 pin from the hand.
We are
Fixing the Rian Mend
degenerates.
to keep the tone, which has been cut twice, so Kevin has an interest in having a safe tile at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you are the dealer with you're in not an uncomfortable third place, so you do want to be able to fight this hand later on. It does pair up with 5, so cut out that safe tile. Now sitting Ishan 10. So that early 6 mon may pay off.
And they
You can,
trap the 3. Yeah.
yeah, especially if you can get Senpai early. There's just no one's really gonna have information on safe versus you. You have fake Sotagawa 1 pin potential for the weight, and you have 3 mon Suji potential for. So I really like the way this hand is shaping up for Kevin. And he could even, if we take a multi-step approach, he can even draw 6-0 and then 3 mon to get Pinfu. Sam's slowly but surely making his way. His tile is just really not cooperating. It's just cut nothing but trash and has replaced it with more trash.
Eric's
Eric's
basically
there.
done the same.
Yeah. And
Stimogiri of many turns.
yep, and Mike's hand is still just kind of awkward as ever. Though the Manzu Sunmenchan looks quite nice. Just needs a 3-so, and all of a sudden is in a pretty nice Ryan Shenten. But it's just the issue is that 3-so is so much less likely to fill in than any other progress in that hand. Oh, Tempai for Kevin. Surely this is
Suji
just slam.
trapped.
Yep.
Suji trapped 3 Mon Penchan.
Yep. There are 2 in the wall, I believe.
There's one on the Ipatsu turn.
Yep. Oh, well. Eric's going to play out the Genbutsu first.
There's now 1 in the wall.
Yep. Unfortunate for Kevin. Just believe in the heart of the cards. This is one where I'd be my weight's so well trapped. I'd be tempted to open Richie it just because you always sumo when you feel like you've got a good trap.
Something occult.
Yep. Eric is actually Ishan 10 for a 3-4-5 Sanchoku, by the way. Would definitely be looking to open this.
And Eric doesn't need to get rid of the extra 3. Very good. Very good
Yep.
for Eric.
What was that just drawn? Is that a 2-mon, I
It's a
believe?
7-mon?
7-mon?
I can't tell.
It's a Manzu.
It's a blob on my
Yeah.
screen.
It is a Manzu that was not a sumo. So probably.
It's either a 2-mon or a 7-mon. I can't tell which sounds silly to say.
Yep. I think
Perspective.
I
I think
think
it's
it's
a
a
2-mon.
2-mon. I think
Yeah,
it
I
is a
think it's
2-mon. Yeah. The shadow helped.
yeah, when the arm was moved over, and oh my god, I can see now.
Oh no, that's the wrong 4. Oh, 5 pin. It's gonna be Genbutsu for Eric. Switch it out. Good, nice Karagiri there for Eric. It's a really it's not the most relevant thing, but if people are tracking that kind of thing, if you
You look like you're
play,
folding.
yeah, you play a safe tile from your hand instead of what you draw to make it look more like you're folding, and you can catch someone off guard thinking that they only have to defend against one person. Usually the jig kind of ends up being up at some point or other. Oh, that's gonna be Tempai. We're gonna see the chase, or is it just gonna be Dama? Yeah, Eric feeling no need to risk things here. Has bad weight 52, usually a Dama in most cases.
Where are the 4s? There are 3 held. Is the last one in the pond is the question. I don't see it.
I don't see it either, unless it is our mystery tile. But we're pretty sure that's a 2-mon. This is also the other thing. So Eric may actually gonna play the 5-mon out. Wow, has either mostly just greeting for the Sanshoku, but also kind of like has that feeling on the 3-mon. Play by feel is good, yeah. Ooh, 1-mon's an interesting draw here. Aggressively puts the
Karagiri is
1-mon down.
the
That's, I
1-mon.
believe, that creates 4-mon being Nakasuji.
Yeah.
We have seen a 7-mon come out. So
There's another
speaking of
7
7-mon,
mon, so
yep. So 4-mon
that's fine.
Nakasuji may be something that gets dealt into. I don't know if Sam and Mike have drawn all of the tiles at this point.
Well, Eric's is holding Keishiki Tenpai now by getting rid of the Sanchoku. The 6-pin
Yeah,
looks bad.
the 6-pin does in fact look bad. I don't know if there are any safe tiles in Sam's hand. Yeah, the 4-mon Nakasuji comes out. Unfortunate for Eric. Maybe you like flourish, make a flourish out of Sumagiri reaching this, and try to catch another 4-mon. It's like I didn't change my hand. Clearly, I'm not waiting on 4-mon, right? Be funny. All right.
Eric is just done with that 5
Yeah,
cell.
5-cell looks pretty cursed. Probably thinking like, oh, if I can get back to Tenpai, 3-mon Suji might be something I can risk, but it's gonna end up biting him if it does happen.
I don't think we're gonna see a risk because he's got the high tay. Oh, he's not. He doesn't want the high tay. Oh, he's gonna deal
Oh,
it.
there's the deal in. Yep, cheese for Tenpai. It's gonna be unfortunate. Richi Aka, Earl 1, pretty sure. I think that was a 9-pin. Hot 77 plus home
Yeah,
vote.
there's 101.
Yep. Yeesh. That is a brutal punish there for Eric on a hand that he probably would have won if he just full Zensu'd. But, hindsight 2020 and all that. And Nomi fans around the league cheer as the Triad finally catch a bad break. As it seems distinctly possible now for the points to start coming down for the Triad and people to be able to catch up. Sam here with 4 pairs from High Pipe pawns the Haku immediately. This has an
Well,
Akka
Dora
as
is
well as a 5-mon.
Shah this hand, so
Yeah, Dora Shah. Very fun word to say, Shah. Kanye Shah. Uh, Other hands, so Sam's looking probably for like a quick toy, or Haku like Dora 1 or Dora 2 potentially if the maybe even like Chanta. Who knows? We can get Haku, Chanta, Dora 2 if the 7-pin fills in. Eric's hand looking to pick up some points back. Actually looks pretty nice, but just doesn't look very expensive unless you compare that West. Same deal with Kevin's hand. Like the shapes are fairly like connected, but only one of them is finished. And there's very little, if not like zero value there. Mike's hand.
I can't see the scores on our view without opening up the actual stream itself, but I still believe Eric's in third at the moment.
Let me see. I can like try to play tag with the scores we can see, or play a matching game.
Looks like no, Eric is in fourth by
Eric is in 4th
200.
by 600 points. Yes,
Yes,
behind
so okay.
Sam.
I
He
was
does still have a dealer turn,
Mhm.
but Sam is also already Tenpai for 2K. That'll pick up not only 2K, but an additional 3K. So Sam is essentially 5,000 point Tenpai in the first row, which is going to be very good for him. Almost gets dealt into immediately. See, there is a world where Eric cuts that 3-mon, but I imagine it'll probably take a while. It's going to be a 2-pin pawn. Mike also aiming for these Homba points. Is Rianshan 10, but has a pretty nice callable hand and pretty wide shapes of acceptance for this Tanya Nomi. And with a West Dora, like opening aggressively like this is like you're really only worried about the Akka. And if you get Akka bombed, you get Akka bombed. progress there for Kevin, but probably gonna end up being too slow given that Sam is already Tenpai. So that is Ishanten. So if Kevin can find a 7 pin, can just
Well,
even just get
Eric fixed the Rian there on that draw, and then so that 3 was not going to come out.
Yep. Decides that it's easier for him to find a head. Very very M League style discard. Oh, there's a head. Not a great
No
one.
better than the other head.
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe. Well,
Doesn't cause him.
Also might be thinking Sha Tanki is perfectly fine if you make the
Yeah,
hand his
because you
head
can
as
open
well.
you can open for both. Or well, you can't really open for 3, 4, 5 Sanchoku. But I mean, I guess it's possible. You can draw 5 mon. What has been
You
drawing
need,
here?
yeah, you
Six
need
mon.
another Manzu to do that. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So Mike actually drawing 6 mon here. Not going to deal into Sam with it. Has the 7 mon sitting in hand. Does play the 6 pin. I believe that is the correct discard in terms of just raw efficiency. Ooh, could switch here. Not really interested if you're Sam. It's only really
Yeah,
interesting because you could
you
then.
can pawn either pair
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
take Tempai. You take the Rianman on the 6. If you take upon the 4 pin, you can take the still Rianman.
yeah.
There's opportunities to get an Entotsu if you draw, or a Rianman
Oh,
if you draw
that's
the
gonna
other
be the
one.
deal in here for Mike. Draws the 3 mon, throws it right out. Give me 5,000 points, which is probably more than like. It's like that's kind of cursed, right? You deal into Haku Aka like super early, and you're out 5K just because of Hombo. But like that's the rule set, and that actually is gonna sneak Kevin into a first place here as we move into. Is this? I want to say it's East South 3, correct? Yeah, 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 South 3 because Mike's our last dealer. 'Cause Sam was our first dealer. Dora's gonna be Paso, Eitzo. Oh, Sam's hand immediately looks fantastic.
Sam's hand is amazing.
Yep. Mike has a Dora Rionman and some pretty nice shapes, but has a lot of chaff that has to get cut. Like 4 or 5 different
Kevin's got a pair of non, so that's callable, but the
it's gonna
shapes are
be
really
yeah,
slow.
slow and cheap. Not really what you want to see. That does have Dora acceptance and can use all the red 5s pretty easily. And Eric's hand just isn't quite gonna get it done. Maybe he can greed out a Honitsu. This is a tough hand to play, I think, because you want points, right? Because you're now like 5,600 points down or something. Plays out the guest win because that's not going to help that much with the Honitsu value anyway. I think I might actually try to greed this hand for Chinitsu/Honitsu if I'm Eric, just because the shapes kind of feel pretty callable, and just like kind of need some luck. But at the same
I think
time, he is the dealer.
You need one more Pinzu somewhere to really help it out.
Yeah, like
Like a
even if
3
you
or
can
even a
draw like
1.
yeah, like a 1 pin, 2 pin draw, a 5 pin's pretty good. Yeah, okay, we're gonna see him
There's
start.
still some fat in the hand that can go like. But
Yeah,
with a hand like this, even if I didn't draw another Pinzu immediately, I might still cut the Hatsu and just go for
yeah,
the
yeah.
Pinzu
Because like the
if I need
Chinitsu,
to.
like the Honitsu is kind of Hatsu reliant, but the Chinitsu, like you can hedge a normal hand and a Chinitsu pretty easily. Cannot make any use of that 1 pin, unfortunately. 9 so is useless. We do see Sam has found his way to Rian Shanten and had a very wide one at that. The 8 pin does not help.
I think he was around Shanten to begin with. He just got a side grade into 3, so his hand actually hasn't
Yeah.
improved at all.
No pawn for Eric on the 5 pin, so still hedging like a normal hand here. I might have been tempted to just go for it, but pawning middle tiles for a Honitsu/Shinitsu is usually not great because you just cut off like potential shapes. Dora draw is very weird for Sam. Like for right now, you have a pretty easy just like cut the pay. Oh no, just gonna jam the Dora back. When you're headless, I really hate cutting the Dora. Which feels like just one draw like changes the entire landscape of your hand so easily if you pair the Dora. Eric with a slight backfire on the east, but like such is life. It was one cut. Like what can you do? That is another pair here for Mike. Has gotten rid of most of the
Nope,
bad
there he
tiles.
goes.
Yeah, that's gonna be
So
it.
the
All right.
9 coming out, that's an instant pawn. Eric's going for the Chinitsu.
Yeah, and you see Eric pawn the 9, but not the 5, because like that with the 5 pin and the 4 pin and all the middle tiles, you can do so many more things.
You can chi like multiple 3s and multiple 6s with this hand if they come out. And Kevin has no Pinzu
Yep.
in his hand currently, so if he wants to continue playing it, he has to throw them.
Yep.
Or even he can keep them because he's still got some bad Sozu tiles, but
Oh, and now Sam finally made his way to Ishanten. It is headless, but like pretty much the only weird awkward draw for Tempai here for Sam is Forso. But even then, like you can just Dama, take Peiko Aka too, and then try to wait until you get a good weight. That is gonna be Tenpai. This is just a slam. Easy slam. Richi Pin Fedora too. Slam jam, thank you, ma'am. Mipatsumo, Hanemon. Yep,
You
they're
see
just
him
gonna
take
be.
it for 1 Formon
You
Pinfu.
really hate seeing this if you're Eric, but you don't have much choice but to just like say, I have to deal with this.
I mean, you could make some concerted decision to not lose more, but
Yeah, which like for Eric
with the
is pretty
lead, it's like,
fine.
yeah.
But like you really only have to pass one Suji. Oh, there's the sumo. Riichi sumo pin Fudora 2 Ura for Hane. No, unfortunate. All right, so just a Mongon. And I believe is that enough points to get Kevin or not Kevin? Is that enough points to get Sam in the first place? Just barely? No, I
No.
believe Kevin
Sam is
is
29.9 and Kevin has 30,600, so there's a 700 point gap in all last.
yes. So both Kevin and Sam are going to be looking to win something as fast as possible. Eric, I mean, don't get me wrong. Eric's team can eat multiple hits like this, but
What does Eric need to get out of last now is the other question.
yeah, Eric is sitting at 12-3, and I believe Mike is sitting at 27-2. So Hanesumo.
Mm-hmm.
Hanesumo or Mangan direct hit. And if I'm looking at Eric's hand, the only way I really see Hanesumo is Chitoi. Two pair Chitoi. Maybe you can get like Urabomb stuff, but Eric may also just decide to cut his losses.
So
Both
let's look around.
Sam and
We got three so Dora, so
yeah. Kevin has Dora 3 in his hand. Dora 4 in his hand. This hand's probably a little bit heavier than he wants it to be, but also like has shapes that lend themselves to calling for Tanya pretty well.
Eric just
But,
called off the bat there, the tune. So
yeah, so I think he's just gonna try to mitigate losses here. Maybe he can even try to manipulate the standings, try to hit Kevin because the Yakumen are significantly closer in points. Oh, and I think it's also in Eric's best interest because with Mike being the last dealer, Mike represents the second place team. But so if Eric can keep Mike in third place here with the 20-point penalty for Mike showing up late, it's pretty much a wash.
yes.
Sam also has a very fast hand, by the way. Has already palmed the south. Uh, just needs to find a connector to either the 8-pin or the 6-mon or the Hatsu. But probably the 6-mon.
Well, it looks like
Okay.
Sam just needs a Nomi, right, to win. So
Yes, and he's
he's
already
perfectly
palmed the
happy with
south.
this.
Yes. Kevin's hand is very expensive. It is now upgraded to Dora 5.
It's bottleneck. It's very much bottlenecked by that Penchon.
Yes, but
And
like theoretically, he should have time to cut it because you can palm 3 so, you can palm 8 so, you can
oh, I mean,
cheat.
yeah, there's time to cut it, but he doesn't even have. He's got a very, very awkward 5 blocks if you don't count that as a block, or if you count the
Yeah,
red 5 mon as a block by itself, it's just
yep,
super clunky.
yeah. That's a nice Shantan there for Sam. I wonder if I don't prefer cutting 6-mon there.
Oh, now that 6 mon draw is amazing. Now the hand is a lot
Yeah.
nicer.
No, I meant for Sam here. He played
Well, I
8-pin
meant
out
for
last.
Kevin, but
Yeah. Playing 8-pin out last turn. I would have liked to see the wider potential Shantan. But yeah, now misses the 7-pin cheat at Tenpai. And misses the 8-pin draw to Tenpai as well. Corrects his mistake, but now it's just, one turn too late, as unfortunately. And Mike is actually Shantan himself, though doesn't really have any value, but your dealer, it's all last. Even like Riichi Sumo is enough points to take you into first place. This hand for Kevin is absolutely ridiculous. Taking some time just to like make sure he sees everything in it.
it's still 6 blocks technically.
Yeah, this is Tenpai for Eric as well, waiting on 4-pin. I can't imagine that comes out from anyone uh unless Kevin draws one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes,
because
for
it gives Mike a Ryanman upgrade.
yeah. So Kevin at the moment
Oh,
can
the 3 gun.
palm. Yeah, Kevin at the moment can palm 3 so, 7 so, or 8 so. What has been drawn? Looks like just a chicken. Okay.
Just another one. So
Yep. We'll see. Okay, Eric is going to hedge towards drawing the red 5, so also trying to avoid giving out any information by playing the 4 so. One pin comes out. There's going to be the cheated Tempai here for Sam. Going to play the 8 pin, I imagine, just to not be furry thin. So it's going to be waiting 2-5 mon. We have some form of pause here.
Well, he's free 10 on the 8 pin, so I would not want to.
Yeah, I thought they were talking about something. But I do not have sound.
I don't know. But no, Sam's got. I was wondering how to like if Eric to use Sashikomi and make Sam first, and then.
No, because it doesn't really matter right now. Eric really only cares about Mike making sure that Mike stays third. That is going to be the deal. And okay, well, I don't think that's Sashikomi, but you know, the result's pretty much the same. He pushed Tempai, dealt into 2K, and secures probably like for a 4th place for Triad. This is definitely the best result that could have happened, because even without the late penalty, getting Mike to take the 3rd there is quite good for Eric. And even otherwise, Kevin laying
Kevin's
down
like,
the
look
Dora.
at all my Dora.
Yeah, Kevin laying down the Dora 5, putting it up for the camera. Like, I just couldn't get it anywhere. It's like, yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunate too, because like usually
That's the problem. That's what happens when you just keep drawing Dora, but they don't complete any blocks. They just make new ones.
yes, the Kuro problem.
Yeah.
That's also the like it's a very unfortunate that Kevin was not able to call any tiles because like Sam doesn't have any control over what he's cutting there, you know? He's Tempai. Or he's close to Tempai. So he just happened to not draw the tiles that Kevin wanted to cut. All right, that is going to bring us to the end of the first Hanshan, though. The players are going to take a short break, and I believe we will be joining them. So we will catch you in a few minutes for the next game.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We're about ready to start game two here. We're looking at the updated standings. Looks like the gap between the Triad and the FalKAns is still
Yeah,
325 points. So
it's closed a little bit even despite the penalty. I want to say it was like about 340 coming into this. But notably, the gap with the Falcons and the Sours has closed down to just a mere 26 points. So even like a mediocre third at this point may see a switch up here between ranks 2 and 3. Elsewhere, the Rinshan Kaibros picked up a much needed win. Less than 100 points from getting out of the basement, which you can get with one big win, especially with Uma like this and Homba like this. One good dealer run can be enough to get you out of last there. And the Yakumen are inching ever closer to that top four cut, only about 150 points out. So if they can pick up a win here, they could get, a third to a half of that in one chunk. Yep. We are just waiting for the players to start. It looks like we are going to have Mike from the FalCons as our first dealer here. And let's start it off. Does remember to take his first draw. I believe the Dora is 8 mon or 2 mon.
I think it's an 8-mon. It looks like it's a 9-mon is the Dora.
Yes. All right. So it looks like it's going to be Dora 9mon. Mike's hand here initially not that bad looking. Once it's all sorted out, doesn't have any of the Dora, but does have the red 5mon, or sorry, red 5 pin. Collapses his hand a little bit. We've all been there. Sam Sand to his right, also not looking particularly great.
Eric and Kevin are holding each other's Yakuhai as a floater.
Yep. Nope. There's going to be the immediate pull on the Haku, on the Chun, and I imagine the Haku will come out shortly from Eric. Chun Dora 1 would be a nice way to start off the second game if you're Eric. You just need to find a fifth block though.
Probably why not so enthused to throw it since it is Yakuhai. Just keep it in case you make a fifth block out of it.
Yeah, might as well.
Will be Mochi Mochi if he draws it.
Yeah. Oh well, that is a nice way to pick up another fifth block anyway. Now
the same amount as the Haku.
Yep, looking at Rianshan 10 for Chun Dora 2. Or sorry, Ishan 10, right? Yeah, Ishan 10. I swear, I was drunk yesterday, not today. Oh, that's a very welcome
upgrade.
Yeah, very welcome upgrade. Gonna get rid of the Haku here before it becomes a problem. Gonna get pulled by Kevin, who is now also Ishan 10. Assuming the 5 pin comes out here. Definitely worse shapes than Eric though, but you never know. Though he may find himself in trouble if Eric finds Tenpai first, because that Tuso is looking quite loose in Kevin's hand. And actually, I think the chain of events here might be Eric gets Tenpai, cuts the 1-so, and then Kevin cuts the 2-so. Nope.
Got rid of it.
Yeah, got rid of it just in time. So Kevin is going to beat Eric to Tenpai and avoid dealing in like that. Waiting on just the 7-mon. We do see 3 of them held, I believe. So not going to be the easiest tile to win on, because I believe everyone but Eric could make use. Actually, everyone can make use of it. Though with it being the door being paired up by Sam, he may be tempted to cut the 7-mon here. Though it is not the most efficient play. Yep, there he goes. Trying to lock the door in, but kind of tunneled on the fact that 7-mon is a better floater tile than 2-pin. Ends up costing him 1K. But that is
Hakudora.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was a Dora. I can't tell Dora. Yeah, I don't know Dora tiles if they're not red.
Sam's deal now.
Yep, opens up Shaw Dora opens up a 4-so Onko, and I think has a couple other pairs. Immediately kind of looking like a Toitsu, but yeah, 3 pairs and an Onko. Gonna be an interesting hand here for Sam. There's no real way to add any points to it outside of just like trying to greed the Haku.
Mike's hand is horrible.
Yeah, Mike's hand is Kokoshi. It's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 types. It's like it's bad Kokoshi even. So like maybe you just try to get like Honitsu and Manzu.
And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I don't really know what you do with that. And Eric's also got 4 pairs. Everyone else
4 pairs. Pretty Pinzu heavy, but doesn't really isn't as pressured to force it as Mike's hand. Mike cut the Dora turn 1. Not sure I love that for him. Yep, and looks like that is another pair that's been picked up by Sam. His hand's stretching a little bit towards the edge of our camera. And then
Let's go with the
Kevin had the last one we haven't looked at. Looking pretty nice, actually pretty standard shapes. 8 so draw helps out a lot there and just forming a
shocking
Tanya
his
pair.
shapes are quite standard with everybody else's hands being so heavy on pairs and
Yeah, so if he can fill those shapes, it's going to be quite nice. But then the annoying thing about Toitsuba is that it typically makes it quite difficult to actually get those runs to form.
Eric's not having any part of the Toitsuba, likes to keep the Ryan men.
Yep. Well, actually, I mean, could have even played out the Forza there just to hedge the fourth pair.
Mm-hmm.
Not really sure why he decided that he liked the 7 so cut more there. Maybe just the more tiles around the force, the extra couple tiles around the Forza to connect. Does fill the Rionman immediately, so it's going to be Ishan 10. Though I think at this point you can hold the Forso and just attempt to find like a Rionman or something around it. Because you're not really that mad about losing 7-pin acceptance. Where have we gone? We have Chito Ishanten here for Sam. Oh,
Yeah.
that's going to be easy Richie here for Eric. Draws the immediate Anko of the 9-pin. It's going to be a 2-5-pin weight, but the bad kind of 2-5-pin weight where you're using half of your own blinking tiles. However, I only see one of them, unless I'm losing my mind.
This will be heartbreaking for Sam if he finds his way to like a Suanko Tempai or something.
Yeah, definitely a very reasonable possibility here. Could also the nice thing for Sam is that if he does draw into Chitoi Tenpai, like, he's not going to be able to cut that 2-pin.
Yeah, he's either waiting on it or draws it.
Yeah.
I don't
Though if
I
he
think the
draws it,
the two
if
pin
he
is
draws it,
really
it's Furryton Tenpai, so he might just risk the 1-mon first. We'll see how he decides to play this out, because it's not like he has anything safe either. Honestly, oh wait, no, he has Forso. Yeah, he has safe Forso. Okay, so he can just play Forso. Honestly, I think I would have preferred him playing Forso last turn then, just to have the widest possible Chito Ishanten. Because at this point, like it's going pairs is just gonna be, or going Onkos is gonna be too hard and too slow. Otherwise, we do see. Oh yeah, we do see one of the 5-pin in Kevin's hand, so it's a 2-tile wait essentially for Eric. Though there is a world where Sam cuts the 2-pin, especially if he pairs the 1-mon. I imagine he would prefer to wait on the Hatsu, but maybe he just decides that the Hatsu is safer and wants to wait on the 2-pin in the face of his Ricci. Though I do think Sam is pretty priced into trying to push this, just because he is the dealer and his team is in last place. 9-pin comes out from Mike. Unfortunate. I think that would have happened regardless, and if Eric had found a different tempi, that would have been a deal in. Kevin's hand is starting to look very red, but it's not going to be able to get where it wants to go without dealing in. Actually, Kevin could have pushed the 1-mon there and actually been Ishanten. Not a great Ishanten, but still Ishanten. 8 fingers drawn, just thrown right back out. Nice and straightforward. Sam really must see something that he does not like about this 1-mon. It is Furryton for him. One so might, yeah, one so is Gimbutsu. All right. Sam's just trying to find that Chitoi any way he can. Eric just drawing and drawing until he can get anything. That is a nice draw for Kevin. Now in a very nice Ishanten himself. Potential for Pinfu Ipeko, potential for Tanya with it as well. But could also just draw a 4-mon and just kind of ruin that whole thing.
it starts to get very, very likely to deal in though if he does a 7 or an 8.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I don't think there's any world where he's not dealing in if he pairs the 7 or the 8-mon. Maybe not on the first turn. Might play the 6 first.
Looks like Mike is thinking about the 7. What have we got here?
Yeah. Mike has
Ishan
very
10, but you have to push the Hatsu.
Yeah, and he's been pushing like just random like terminal tiles because he has absolutely nothing safe. I think like you just jam the Hatsu, right? Okay, gonna play
Well,
out the
he cuts
6
the
pin.
6, and now if Kevin draws the right Manzu, he's going to cut the 6 and then deal him with the 5.
Yeah.
Maybe. Sam's got a 7-pin now. Not.
Yeah, does have one pin that he can fold with as well as four. So it's just going to decide how much does he value Chito Ishanten here. I think I would have liked Mike to just push out the Hatsu there. His team, like, despite being in second place, his team does need points, and it's not as if the six pin was particularly safe, you know. All right, Sam does decide to break up his Ishanten. Gonna try to go around.
That's just 10 pie.
That's yeah, that is a red tile.
It is a 6-mon though. So
Oh, that is
it's
the
Tampini Peiko.
yeah.
The, one.
Oh, I would love to see an open chase here. One doesn't even look that terrible from Kevin's perspective, right? It's like you're using so many of the tiles in that range. Yeah, there we go. Open Ricci, waiting on the 4-6 or on the 4-7 pin. Eric's not gonna like to see
one of the
that.
tiles gone now.
Yep. So it's Open Ricci, Tanya, Pinfu, Ipeco.
There's only 1-7 left, I believe, and then
Yep. Eric dodges the Ipatsu. Ooh. If
Kevin
Kevin,
probably sort of upset
oh
because that could have been Chinitsu, but no, you would just
yeah, you would have dealt it. That would have been an absolutely disgusting hand. It would have been what?
It would have been one four
Oh, and
six
there's
nine double Entotsu, like an Entotsu
yeah,
Peiko
one
flank
four
thing.
six nine mention. It would have been. Would it have been Pinfu? It would have been Pinfu. No. It would have been Pinfu. All right, yeah, it's just a Mangan. No Ura. Needed the Ura for Hanuman there. But I do like the open reach there. 4-7 pins not being dealt into, and if you sumo, you bump your hand to Hanuman, or get Ipatsu, or get Ura. All very possible things. And another rough start for the Triad here. Eric finding himself out 9,000 points right off the bat. Does take his first draw. Sets it off to the side there. I've been instructed to say that fans of certain teams close in the standings are going to be loving the struggles that the Triad is having, notably the Brooklyn Sours and the Peregrine FalKANs who are there playing with them. Thank you, Vince.
I'm not watching the stream for the chat.
Oh no, he DM'd me between games.
uh,
We've been talking about baseball for most of the day.
oh yes. Okay, Dora's non. Okay.
Ah, yes. Well, it's a shame that you were not there to take advantage
I'm
of
my
it.
personal favorite, but I'm not there to take advantage of it.
Yeah, we do see one in Kevin's hand. I don't see anything else. Oh, well,
Kevin
Mike's
is
hand.
South Seat, so
Yeah,
Mike's
Mike.
hand is Honro Toy Toy. If you can get one more, I don't care any floating
Oh,
one
but
or honor.
he cut a 9-so.
Oh, I would have just kept.
Oh, the Honro Sandoko.
I would have been just like pon pon if I have a Chunanko and I'm Tanky, so be it.
Yeah, maybe tunneling a bit on Honitsu potentially.
Because the Toy Toy with Ton Chun Honro is already a Haneman.
Yeah. Sam's head also looks quite nice to his right. Potential, not really a potential for a 2-3-4 Sanshoku. Potential actually for 6-7-8 Sanshoku.
Mm-hmm.
But would be quite awkward because you'd have to find a head in like exactly the 2-3 pin, and it would probably have to fill in a very specific order. But you know, it's what we do. We see Sanshoku everywhere.
Everywhere you look.
The other screen, Eric and Kevin's hands just do not look very good. Eric's hand definitely has a leg up on Kevin's hand.
Eric's hand's not too bad.
Yeah, trying to make use of the door. The one pin pair makes it a lot better, or not.
Maybe he's seeing the Sanshoku as well.
Yeah, interesting.
Kevin's hand is just a mess. That is.
Yeah, I really don't think the tile acceptance there. The one pin offers you over one so there. I don't think you need to be so greedy as to hold the one so here. What have we drawn? We've drawn the south door. Ah, okay. Honroto back on the menu, boys.
Yeah, Honro, Tone, Chun,
Toy
Toy Dora 2 by Mon.
Yeah, nice and easy. It's also could potentially even end up being Cheetoy. Please do not comment it. I know. Okay.
I've been playing with too many people that Diamond Con from men's and hands lately, actually.
Yeah. Well, granted, this hand's
reaction.
yeah. Granted, this hand's not particularly likely to stay Menzen, but like conning this pretty much never adds any value. And if it does add value, then you've made your hand significantly harder to win.
Everyone just packs up shop and goes home. Get
Yep.
the sumo.
Yep. And there are a lot of tiles that he's going to need to sumo here. He is actually Rinshan 10 as well. We'll see what happens if he happens to draw a 6-pin. Be awkward. Oh, another Dora drawn. Now one each in the hand of Kevin, Mike, and
Sam
Sam.
is like, I'm just getting rid of it.
Yeah, just comes
Sam is too
right
close
out.
to 10 pi, and the
Yeah, it
shape
has
is too good to
very
keep it.
yeah, it has a very reasonable hand. Oh, that's gonna be the pawn. We do see it. No, not the Dora. No. Uh,
I think I would have went with the 8 mon temporarily.
yeah, yeah. I don't disagree. This hand, it's
I'm
too
just
sad.
sad.
It's too sad. It's way too sad for this hand to just become Nomi or
Right,
Chuni's.
Eric, Eric
Um,
found the 2, and Richi's the Sanshoku waiting on the 2, so.
I see. Maybe confident that Richitao Suji is going to work at this table. For me, things like this on whether or not I reach your
It's
Dama is
once cut.
usually
It's once
yeah,
cut and once held. So there's 2
yeah.
left.
So the greed that I was knocking Eric for ends up paying off in an immense way.
I
But
didn't mind it personally. It was just you.
yeah, I thought the tile acceptance was too good on the one pin. But ends up drawing pretty much perfectly to Tenpai. We will see. We'll see, because usually, like, my choices on Ricci versus Dama in this type of situation is pretty much always just a table read on whether or not I think like a 5-star Ricci with a 2-star weight is going to work here. And it looks like
Oh,
it
it did.
will. That is going to be to fat 12K for Eric. That is not what you want to see if you are a FalKAN, which,
So we got Richi, Sanshoku, Dora.
yep, 12K at a Homba. Thank you very much. A little bit of justice for Eric after getting hard done by the open chase in the previous hand, but that's part of what you agree to when you put open Ricci in the rules. Adds the Homba, opens a Hatsu pair. 4-pin Dora, I don't think he has any, but has pretty easy acceptance of it.
So he has
Also,
a lot of Sozu in that
yeah,
hand. We may see a flush.
wait, this is Ryuiso.
Oh, it is possibly Ryuiso. It depends on what Sozu come in, but right now
Yeah,
it's just Ankos of 2 of
yeah.
them.
4-so Anko, 8-so
Like, I don't
Anko
want
has
this one, so give me some 2 and
yeah
3.
has the Hatsu for like you Ryuiso purists out there.
It's
Uh,
crazy. Okay. Going around the table real quick. Kevin Scott. Okay shape.
okay.
Call that. There's a Dora. It's usable.
I'm going
Play
around the
that for a
table.
Honitsu.
I'm going around the table counting 2, 3, 6-os.
Oh, yes. Sam's
We all,
got 2 reds. And that's
yeah,
a great draw.
I only see one 6-o and one 3-so in
Sam's
hand
got
in
Dora
terms of
3. And
yeah.
pretty good shapes.
Eric also has pretty good shapes as
Well, yeah,
well,
we,
just
we,
for a
we
normal
established
hand.
that Eric threw the 1-1, so he don't want any part of that.
Yeah, though Eric's also just Shanten for like normal hand, but that's so boring. But like Eric is boring.
I hate it, but if he draws a 6, though, he should just have 6 mon. He should just reach.
I know because like I know Eric will play boring mahjong because he's Eric.
Hey, now, principled mahjong, not boring mahjong. Be nice.
Boring mahjong. All right, we're allowed to roast Eric. His team's winning.
I play principled most of the time too. Up
Yes, and
one so backfire.
your play is boring.
I would have greeted the flush though, probably some way somehow
Yeah,
there.
I absolutely would
I
have just
like
said.
Honitsu too much not
I
to
would
have
have
agreed
said
it.
I hate this con shot. I would have just jammed it. I probably would have found it in me to cut the 1-so though. This is like being Ishanten is so nice. But like there's no way if I get a Hatsu pawn that I'm okay, well just throw now you just throw the 5-7. This would be
Mhm.
Honitsu Ishanten. Honitsu Sananko Ishanten even.
Like the power move if you want to re-so here is if the 4-so gets dropped, you just pawn.
True.
And then you leave a floating 4-so behind and pray.
There is a Hatsu sitting in Mike fan. But also yes, Kevin's or sorry, Sam's Dora 3 is probably the hand that's gonna actually end up being relevant here. What was just drawn by Eric to prompt the 7-so discard? Oh, 7-mon. Alright, aiming for Sananko or Toy Toy. I think that's very reasonable. Also still has Ryuiso shots.
We could see possibly a Suanko if we want to dream about Yakumans.
True. Remember the last time I commentated, Pio like bailed on a Chinro that he probably would have gotten.
Oh,
Oh,
you cut,
3-so.
cut the 9?
Yep, got the 9. Alright.
This is a wild hand. Kevin's drawn a few nice tiles in the meantime, and is just stacking up more and more Pinzu, so
Yeah.
Sam just wants to open this hand very badly at this point. It's Tanya Dora 3.
Yeah, Kevin is also sitting in like a Kevin's it's like Rianchan 10, but it's like it's kinda awkward, right?
I probably would have kept
I
that
kinda would have
one.
liked holding onto the 1-pin just for greeting purposes.
Eric's
No!
gonna take the 10 pie, or
Boo! Boo!
There's toy upgrades. I wonder if he'll take the toy upgrade here. 'Cause
Oh,
if he
I
doesn't
think
have any other
you
value, I think
absolutely
he
take the
will.
toy upgrade. With a Homba, like I think it's a little bit closer. Because like your Nomi hand here is worth 3,500 instead of 2K. But like the upgrade to 7,700 is just like too significant. Now, do you Diamond Con the 8-0 here? Because it looks like it might come out from Kevin. I think Diamond Con the 8-0 is actually not bad.
I don't think it's bad in this case. Your Oya, I don't Diamond Con very
Yeah.
often. Like,
Like
obviously,
your
nobody.
dealer, yeah, like your dealer, you have like only one Han, so like even one door is like a massive upgrade.
I wish Kevin would have kept that one pin earlier. I was like, I want to play
Yeah.
this, bro.
Well, we'll find out. Yeah,
Oh,
there
he
we go.
goes
Let's
for it.
go.
Yes.
Show me the red 5-pin. Show me the red 5-pin. Red 5-pin. Aka. Aka.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
the
the
new
new
Dora.
Dora, and it's
It's
another
another
Ryuiso
Ryuiso
title.
title. We'd still be quite far from Senpai for
He'd
Ryuiso.
be
He
2 Sean 10, I think, at this point.
he also would it'd be
3 Sean 10.
yeah, it'd be 3-10. He also probably would not have conned that. So the whole thing's kind of moot. So that's what?
Where's the 4? Where's the 4 so at?
This is gonna be 50 Fu now. 2,400 plus Hombo. Oh,
Well, no, it's the toy upgrade.
switch. It's
And now Eric might be like, I don't think you switch.
No!
I don't think you switch now
No!
because you could get Sananko before, and now you can't because of the
That's
Diamond Con.
but like it's 9,600 point Tempai.
Prioritizing win rate and the Akka. Sam finally gets to open and still is Ishan 10.
Yeah. Oh, another
Oh,
con.
another con. Okay, now he cons because he gets Sankansu.
Oh, please show me a Sankatsu on stream.
Oh, and he would have
He
really
would have
conned the.
got the twice.
God damn it!
See, this is why you play fun. Oh, this is a hella slam. Oh wow. Okay, this is a greedy slam from Kevin. Because he could have taken the 6-9 weight for a much higher win rate. Oh, actually, no, with 6-pin 2 cut, maybe actually not. But really, I think he's just aiming for the like either the East value or the Sanonko Sumo. And now Eric's like, man, what have I done? Especially what if we see Kevin con the 8-pin? Is it live? It is live. But actually, Kevin makes the correct choice here in playing the 9-pin. I wonder how much the safety of a 9-pin to Eric actually factored into that decision. Because the Riyadman weight, I think, is a little bit more standard with so
Kevin has
many
a
indicators.
chance with Sumo too.
Yeah. This is somehow just Richidora 1 for now.
Yes.
Please
Sumo
show.
is not Anko.
Okay. Oh wait, no, the Forso's dead already. Damn. So Eric actually does have folding outs. Eric actually does have folding outs, by the way. So, Steve, how many points is Eric's hand right now?
It's the
24, 28 Fu.
It's 16 plus 8 is 24, 28 Fu, so it's gonna be still 50.
No, just yeah, okay.
2,400.
That's sad.
I wonder if you will see Eric change to the toy if he does a 7.
I think he might, but I think he might actually feel a little bit more comfortable playing the 1-chance 7-pin. No, actually 6-pin becomes Genbutsu.
Okay.
Mike, with complete like an utter lack of save tiles, is wait, Mike was Tempai and didn't decide to chase.
And Sam's going for it with the
yes,
with
which
the
like makes sense. He has so many Dora.
on.
I don't know how many Dora he has, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
Mike was Tempai though. He just got a 6-pin. He could have chased on 9-mon 6-0 Shampon for Richie Dora lots. Not really sure why he didn't. Sam has a choice to make here.
I wonder if we see a pawn. Little Eric pawn if it comes out. There's so many wild things people could do with their hands here.
I mean, he could pawn to skip his draw and play Forso as a safe tile.
He could also pawn and cut the 6-pin Gambus if he's 7-pin Tanky.
Yeah. I'm very confused as to why Mike didn't chase here because he just played the 2-pin anyway.
The 7 came out. Eric did not call.
Yeah, I'm sure Eric is very well aware of the relative lack of value of his hand for this board. Oh, there's the Sananko Sumo. All right, how big is this going to be? Richie Sumo, Sananko, Dora at East. So Hanuman at minimum.
Yeah, Richitsuma San Kodora, and then all the Ura chances.
Yep, which are very
No,
inconvenient. Oh, nope,
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 no,
and nope.
no Ura.
Ura 0.
Ura 0 on 3 indicators, and
I
poor
believe I'm.
Eric missed the Rinshan Toy Toy.
If I ever like do it something like this where I have a team logo, I'm just making my indicator the Ura 0 thing from Moshsul. What a funny hand.
Yeah, the Ura Zeros. I think the time where Ura Zero is the most sad is when you get Richi Toy Toy San Uncle Umongon.
Yeah, I know, right?
When you're still Uncle Tenpai, this is only 8K.
Yeah. It's like at least give me like the Dora with it, man. Give me a Baimon. Or like give me a Yakuhai.
At least hit the or yeah, at least hit the
Yeah.
pair so I can get a Hanuman.
Yeah. Or like just even just like give me a Yakuhai Anko or something so I can at least like have a
All right.
Hanuman.
I
Ooh,
don't know
Mike's
what
hand.
round we're in, but
Mike's hand is pretty. I want to say this
Dora
is
is
E3.
7. Dora is 7. Yes,
Oh,
it is
wait.
actually.
You can always pull up
Right.
the stream. They have that
Dora
video.
is
No, it's E4. It's
7.
E4. It's
Dora
E4.
is 7 pin.
Yep. Dora 7
Eric
pin.
has lots of pairs.
Mike has a really nice looking hand with 2 completed runs, a Dora, and a pair. The pension's a little bit awkward, but like if it fills, oh, and another Ryanman. All right, already Ishanten. I do not like 3-so cut there at all. You really do not want to you do not want to lock yourself into this penchant if you're Mike. You really want to just like hold on to tiles like 3-so that
Yeah,
let you
because the
get.
Haku could come out right now. It's early enough. It's been cut twice too.
Yeah,
So it's literally holding it for a safe tile, but
yeah, and
now
then
it
it comes
comes
out
out.
immediately.
It's
Yeah,
better, but it's
yeah. I honestly like even still would have just thrown 6-0 here if I had the 3-so in hand. I just like really want to just not have to deal with this penchant. But like if I get Tenpai, like Richidora 1, not bad. So it's early enough that you can like kind of greed this, right?
mhm.
Ooh, that is a good
That's an
draw.
opportunity to draw
I
for
agree.
Penchant as well.
Yeah, that's a really nice potential opportunity. However, it does set up a potential Suji trap on the way, which so I do like that part as well.
Sam's hand is so clunky that you can almost call it for a Honitsu because it includes a Dora.
Yep,
It's
Honitsu
still
Dora
block
seems
short,
fine.
but the blocks he has that are out of Pinzu suck.
Yeah, I mean it's just like you just play call all essentially with Pinzu, and I think you're fine with it. Eric's hand
The
is
Anko being north helps the Fu too, which makes it very likely to be 5200.
Senpai. Now, are you gonna greed? No. Okay, just slam jam. All right, I like it.
It's
Just
Suji
Richidora
trapped,
1. Yeah,
so
Richidora 1. Early Suji trap. Pretty likely to work. Um, like if there's like people will play their safe tiles, and you just have to like hope that you don't create like too many safe tiles for them. That being said, the Sevenmon is fully live.
yes.
Yep, and it doesn't fit into Kevin's hand. And Kevin hand has a hand that you kind of want to fight with. If I'm honest. Is Ishanten himself, and could wait on the 3-so Genbutsu. So the 3-so is 2-cut. Oh well, Dora into Eric's hand is going to make that quite awkward. Yeah, plays the fully dead Haku. 3-pin Tenpai for Kevin. How is he gonna handle this one? Because like the
Well, it's no
3-so, like
Yaku, so he's got a Riichi. He will
yes, but
probably.
he is the dealer. All
Oh,
right,
he could cut it
decides.
away. Okay.
Yeah, throws Tenpai away. The 3-so being a 2-tile Kanchan for just Richie plus 1. Oh what? Oh, it's Richie Dora 2.
Three Chidora too, and I may have been willing to Dama it for a Sanshoku shift, but you had to get rid of the red 5 to do that, so it's probably
Yeah. Oh
damn
wait,
it. Oh
no.
wait, that could have been Tenpai
That
again.
yeah, that would have been Tenpai. I think it's absolutely worth slamming that one.
Hmm.
Oof.
Maybe trying to draw something like a 7 or an 8
Yeah, maybe just
pin to
doesn't.
have Ipeiko so you can Dama.
Yeah, probably just not a fan of the proximity of the 9-pin to
Yeah,
the
to
Dora.
Dora, it just doesn't look great.
Oh, 7-mon Suji. All right, plays up the 4. So I think he's still looking for like a way to fight this hand. He just wants a better weight.
Well, the 3 so was once cut at the
No, it
time.
was 2-cut at the
Oh, 2
time.
cut? Okay.
Yeah, 5-so would have been a 4-tile weight though, which I would have been fine with Chase's dealer. Oh, and that's the unfortunate backfire. Okay, nope, just
No,
gonna
this
fold
is
out.
done.
Okay. Is done. Does have the 7-mon sitting in hand that may come out if for lack of other Genbutsu. We did see Sam draw a 7-mon as well, so it's down to a 2-tile wait for Mike. Yeah, this is one of those where if I like had it, I'd be like,
Back to Ishan 10 again
yep,
for Kevin. Just if you throw
yep.
the 2.
This is one of those hands where if I'm Mike, I'd be like big chill and thinking like, oh yeah, this Suji's gonna work.
Well,
And then like it
doesn't
just
want to throw the 1 chance 2.
yeah, it just and then it just doesn't because like no one who's pushing draws it.
Or just no one is pushing.
Yeah.
Depends on the hand.
No, I mean a lot of times like when everyone's folding, like they'll
That
just
could have
run
been
out of
that could have been
tiles.
10 pi there if you wanted to risk all. I would have dealt in,
Yeah. But
but it
like
would have
it
been Ipeko Dora 3 Dama.
watch watch Kevin pair the 7-mon or draw 7-pin right now. Oh, alright, I'm like absolutely willing to push 2-mon for this Ishanten. No, not the Akka.
Is it safe? Did it come out?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It
it did. It
was
just
cut
came
on
out.
the turn before.
No, he could have had a Sanchoku.
Uh, I want to fight. I fight too many things. I want to fight this so badly. If I'm
You
Kevin.
can get away with a lot of things in mahjong. I find
Yeah, I want to fight this so badly if I'm Kevin, especially as dealer.
deal-ins
Like,
can be costly, but you can always win a hand later. It's
yeah, it is also last place Ricci,
Mhm.
so that's always a consideration.
They are respecting it very well. It's very principled, kind of folding and shifting around going on.
Yeah, you say principal, and I say tomato.
We call it
So,
boring.
yeah, I'm here for sparks. All
I
right, I'm here.
appreciate you want to be not unprincipled when you deal right into me.
You'll get head bumped anyway. Don't worry. We've actually dodged each other for most of the past few tournaments.
Eric is Ishan 10 somehow with all this.
Oh, yep. See, I told you he was gonna. There's his senpai. Push 2-mon, please. His 7-pin's not live. Like he can't win, but like it's Mangan Senpai. Yes, thank you. Dealer Mangan Senpai, very good.
Ipeko Dora 2 is not Mongon.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
He
forgot he
threw
cut the
away
red
the
5.
Akka.
Yeah, okay. I forgot he cut the red 5. In my head, he had 2 Dora in hand.
Are there no Dora left? Yeah, they're all held.
Yeah, they're all help. Give that a quick check. 7-mon, we do see there's still one left, right? Now the interesting thing happens if Kevin draws a 7-mon. What do you do then? The 7-mon actually doesn't look like that bad of a tile to push either. But he can also just play like 9-pin. Or 8-pin. Because 8-pin Suji. Oh, alright.
Haite draw. No. Wrong Manzu.
Oh, did it? No, okay. I just saw the wrong perspective. I thought someone else found Tenpai, but I just saw the same person lay their hand down on both screens.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, did Eric get Tenpai? No. Alright. I feel like I would have noticed. Alrighty,
Team
and
Mike
like,
Senpai.
yep, that is going to be another Homba put onto the board.
And Dora 6-0.
6-0. Quick glance shows none in Kevin's hand as the dealer. One shown in Eric's hand. One looking, I think no, it's a 4-so pair. Oh, two Dora sitting in Sam's hand. This is one of those hands that's like, especially now with the 2-pin draw, I would love to see Sam just like Adazuge Tanya out of this. Pick up the Homba, pick up the Dora. Like, even if you don't get the Dora Pawn or anything, like, just Tanya Dora 2 is perfectly fine here. Pick up the additional
The hand
2,500
also
pot.
can accept all 3 Akka, so you can move up in the Dora quantity as well.
Yeah.
5 Akka 5
The red,
so is actually a little
yeah,
awkward, but the other 3
yeah. The red 5 so would be like, because then you need to hit 4-7 so twice. It's like,
we just pawn the Dora anyway and deal with the floating red 5 later.
true. All right, Kevin does pair the double tone here as dealer. Has actually a really nice looking hand. Looking, yeah, so sees it now. Gonna go ahead and throw out that 5-mon. Looking for potential like Chanta, Sanchoku. Want to keep that 7-so around just in case you draw Dora. The only awkward thing about Chanta here or the Sanchoku is then you can't pull in the double east. So like you would really like to find like a pair here.
If it comes out, you just still pawn it
Oh
because
yeah, you
seven
absolutely
so
just pawn it.
anyway,
You
and
pawn it, throw like the 7-so, and just see like, all right, what happens here? Because like if you pair up the 9-mon while doing that, like all of a sudden you've got like double tone Shanta Sanchoku potentially.
potentially, or you can pair the one
Yeah.
pin. There's a number of options here.
Yeah, Sam's hand is moving in the opposite direction of Tanya, by the way, but now has 7 tiles to a Sanchoku as well. Oh, there's gonna be it for Kevin. We might actually see if he draw, we might see a Dama here actually come out. The issue is that okay, yeah, and there's gonna be the one Munchie. Sam is gonna go for the Sanchoku Dora too. Actually, interesting that Kevin and Sam are going for the same Sanchoku, and the one Mon has been cut twice, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult for Kevin to get his. But at the same time, like your dealer with a potential Dama Mangan at the end of the first row can't really
It's like,
be
well, the
can't
question
complain
is, what do
too
you
much.
do with 4 pin? I think you just Ricci with
Oh yeah,
four
for sure.
mon. With 4 mon, it's like,
Ah,
well,
yeah.
look at Sora.
Okay, gonna preemptively set up the Suji trap. Maybe look for the potential to shift to Junshani
Oh, that's
because
not
you
a
can't.
Dora. That's a 9. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just a nine
I
so because
misread
like
it.
yeah, because like if you pair the 9-so here, then like cutting the double tone is not that bad because you're just
Junchan.
switching to Junshan. Like you can't really pawn it and feel good about it right now anyway. All right, 5-so does nothing here. Let me just throw it back. Let's see. In terms of the tiles that are needed for this, the 2-pin is held twice. Eric is also moving aggressively for a Tanya just to try to pick up the sticks. He Shanten himself, looking for a 3-mon and a 3-6-pin. Those are both tiles that Sam would cut with no hesitation. Actually, no, Sam would not cut 6-pin. And the 2-pin is 2 held, I believe.
And once cut.
Okay, yeah. So
Sam
yeah,
cut
Kevin
once.
Sancho is quite difficult, but like if he gets it, it's gonna look very good. 1-pin. All right, gonna keep that just in case. Definitely just a general better safer tile, especially with someone like threatening to open
Eric
Tanya.
picks up a Dora. Might want to cut the
Yeah, I think
PFA here. Prioritize all
yeah,
the efficiency.
the additional pump then I think is very good. Oh, unfortunate backfire there for Kevin. Gonna hold on to that even though it's furry 10 just in case, you never know when you'll draw the red 5-pin back or something. And it also just probably looks a little bit suspicious into Eric, who's now open for 2 10 or 2 Tanya calls late in the hand.
Yeah, Mike is 10 pi, but has no Yaku.
Oh yeah.
And 7 mon.
Ooh, yeah. Bad weight Kanchan is always like quite rough, honestly. Oh well, that might be
That you
enough
get
to
to
convince
Ricci, that
me.
Kanchandora 1.
Yeah, Kanchan Dora won, especially with a Homba, essentially a 4100
All of
point
you
hand.
Ricci Book 1 enthusiasts will know that's Insta Ricci in Digital World.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just like even just like modern Mahjong theory says like slam jam, but
Oh,
just
yeah.
gonna decide to try to Mawashi this into a Tanya. Also potential for a 2-3-4 Sanshoku there. So I think trying to pick up some points here from where he currently is in this game standings is definitely not a
So
bad play.
Sam picked up the tone and threw the tile that Eric could call.
Yep, 3-pin. So that is going to be a 3-mon wait for Eric for just Tanya. Um, oh, a Tanya Dora 1. I apologize. Forgot there was a 6-0 in the calls.
Sam
Let's see.
deciding to chi this, it would be 10 pi.
Yeah, I think you kind
And
of have to,
it's
right?
Sancho Gudora too, yeah. He
Yeah,
didn't cut the tone.
yeah. Is the tone live?
The
It looks
tone
like
is live because Kevin's had 2 since the beginning, but Kevin can only just pawn it and it still be
right.
efficient.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Gonna go ahead and do it. I think the thing is here is like
Kevin
you're
doesn't
not.
even pawn it because it's like, doesn't.
Yeah. You're not worried about the East dealing into Eric, right? Because like this is a very aggressive Atazuke. Oh wait, no.
Mhm.
This is Tanya Dora 2 for Eric. I
Oh,
forgot.
Kevin drew the 1, so now he can take
Yep.
the Chanta Sanshoku.
It's very.
It's a
Yep.
hell weight, but from what we can see, he's going to reach it anyway.
Yep. Yeah, the 4-pin Richi is a little bit weird, but the 2-pin Suji may actually end up tripping someone up. Now, how safe is this 1-so? Not at all. In fact, 1-so actually looks like one of the worst tiles you can cut, so this is going to be quite difficult for Mike to push. However, he does have 5-so Genbutsu. Ooh, 4-mon? How does Eric's weight look relative to the Ricci pawn, by the way? 3-mon, nowhere to be seen.
There's
Nothing
like
indicates.
almost no Manzu in Kevin's pond at all.
Yeah. So 3-mon looks
It's an
quite bad.
early 5 mon, which leads you to believe, okay, what shenanigans are going on around 5 mon?
Yeah, so Eric may take the safer approach and attempt to play Tuso, as it is Suji, depending on how he draws. I mean, like this tempai is massive though, because for Eric this is it's 3,900 points plus Homba plus 2 Ricci sticks, so an additional 3,500 points. The points in the middle are essentially worth the value of the hand. Tuso does
Sam
pass.
gave up on that.
Yep, did not want to cut the 4-mon. Very fair.
Yeah,
Eric feels
Eric's
the
also giving
same.
up on the 9. That makes
Yeah, I
sense.
mean the 9-mon is like the worst tile that you could see there. I think the only Manzu is an early 5-mon.
Yeah,
Like,
1-4 and 6-9
yeah,
look
one
terrible.
four and 6-9 are the absolute. Because like I mean, and honestly like a lot of the time this way would be 1-4-mon. It just happened to be that the 1-mon was the tile that filled a 10-pie instead of a 2-pin. Because like an early 5 like that is a pretty big indicator of shapes around like the 1-4, like the 1-4 weight and the 6-9 weight. That's going to be a broken 10-pie. We did see Mike. Oh, Mike drew the 7-mon. I see. Wow. Oh, and you can actually get.
2-5.
Ooh, Eric's gonna get bodied right here.
If he plays it, I mean,
I think the Dama absolutely would have caught Eric here. It would have been Tanpin Sanshoku Aka waiting on the Tuso that had just come out. And even like the 5-so is not bad, right?
he played it anyway.
Oh, we played it. Yikes. This is brutal for Eric. As literally 7 other teams cheer very loudly. Remember
Sreichi,
Flip Ura?
Katsu, Tanpin, Sanshoku, Aka,
No, Ura.
Haneman.
Yep, looks like it. With 2 Homba, that is going to be. Oh, wait. Wait. Yeah, okay. He paid change like there wasn't Homba. But no, there should be no change. It should just be flat 15K.
There's one. No, it's 13-5. There's one Homba.
Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah, you're right. You're
Let's
right.
see with the lights on the table.
Oh, yeah, 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 I see, I see. Right. Not all of us are blessed with the ability to have. That's very rough. And unfortunately, that actually does, that's a huge boost for the FalKAns as well. So it's going to be quite, it's actually a pretty big swing in the overall standings here. As as that is a lot of points that the Triad just paid directly to the team that's closest to them. Sorry, Vince. But that's quite rough for the Sours as well in their attempt to be top 2. But for really anyone, they really just need to be top 4, and then you can just try to take points directly with who you're playing against. But anyway, that does take us into South, correct? Yes. Okay, we are into the South round. Oh, and I just realized I can always just pop over to the stream to see the points because they have the overlay. Right. I am smart.
We have 4-pin Dora. And it looks like Sam has one in this really like Kanchan heavy hand. Like one, two,
Yeah.
three. Sanshoku has come back to play.
Yeah, like it looks like another 1, 2, 3 Sancho. They're just like, oh man, after last hand, like, ugh, I really want that.
That's where you just decide the tiles are mocking you.
Yep. Or they're saying like, here, you screwed it up last time, get it again. Eric is gonna try to probably find any sort of point mitigation here. Definitely gonna be trying to like aggressively hold on to his deal once it comes to him, but this hand is just not it. And is Kevin open already? Did I miss something? Yeah, Kevin has palmed the Chun. So has Chun, has Adora, is Ishanten. Honestly, yeah, like pretty quick 2K hand. Fairly reasonable here as well. Kevin is still like in big top, sitting at 50K with a almost 25,000 point buffer. So 2K here, more than enough for him to just feel happy. He is not West, so that will not help him. I don't think the upgrades potential in Pinzu is worth like using tiles to call it a Tenpai. Yeah, I agree with just throwing back to 7 pin. I don't really see anyone's hand having a fighting chance of stopping Kevin here, unless Kevin gets remarkably unlucky.
Mike is 2 Shanten for a Chi toy. That's probably the fastest.
Yeah. So it's like, get a few lucky draws and like maybe. The good news is that it doesn't seem like Eric's going to cut any of the tiles that Kevin could want to chi, except for like the sorry, except for the west. Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay. I do like this. Just leave yourself as many like pawn outs as possible because pawn outs are just generally faster than chi outs. It's because you can call them from everyone. Oh, and that's gonna be Tenpai for Kevin. Just gonna take the rebound man. No like funny
Mm.
business trying to wait on the west. It's like would be it'd be like something I'd be tempted to do.
If you're a
Especially
West seat, there's some merit to it. Whether just the
yeah,
weight is going to be better.
yeah. The west is one cut as well. You also miss out on Akasumo.
You could have
Akasumo is
cut the
very
7 there instead of the 4.
yeah, but I think it's like
I don't know if that helps bait an 8 or not down the road.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think it's fairly negligible if at all. If even that seven, so I guess is theoretically like safer later on by like some small degree.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just I feel like it's just kind of a matter of time here. 5/8 so is like kind of awkward. What do you do here if you're Sam? What a weird hand. I don't hate one so throwing it back, but like
No, it's just slow.
yeah, but like
It's
you're also
Sancho
not.
Gudora, and it's like not very good
Yeah, but
character.
like
It's so
you're
slow.
headless for that. It's like the
Yeah, I
one that
know.
was really
I
the
know.
only like
It's just bad.
yeah, the one that was really the only viable pair in the hand. It's
Like
like
the only person who has a chance to even do anything is Mike with the cheat toy,
yeah,
and
and that hasn't drawn any
that hasn't
progress.
drawn even another pair to get to Ishanten
Oh wait,
yet.
no, yeah, no, it is Yishanten, right?
No, it's 4 pairs.
Oh, I for some reason my brain saw two Haku. I
No,
think
there's
like
just one there. They're not
yeah, my
multiplying.
brain like mixed like the Haku with the top of the Tuso. I was like, oh, there's two of them.
What did Kevin?
Oh, Kevin greeting for the Dora. Interesting. Does not want to cut it.
It's the only one
Yeah.
that's open, so it's kind of unusual.
Yeah. Also, I mean, could just be greeting.
Could be.
His team does need points. Eric's a nice villain, and all of a sudden, like it's kind of open. Ooh, Toy eyes. I mean, yeah, it's okay. So now all of a sudden we've got Ponten for Toy. Could turn
Hmm.
our 2K into a Mangan. It'd be what? It'd be Chun.
Hanuman on
Actually,
the Dora.
yeah, Hanuman on the Dora. Okay. All of a sudden, back of Shanten, but up 10,000 points. Definitely worth it in some cases. And the 5/8 still like nowhere to be seen, so hasn't like
Well, the
really
fives are
backfired.
mostly held, so
Yeah, I think the fives are entirely held
those are
actually.
entirely held. Yep.
Yeah,
The
we
aids,
don't
Sam
we
has
only
one.
see
That's
one.
it.
Yeah, we only see 1/8 so. I mean, Kevin's
The
perfectly.
question is, do you chi into Tenpai if you're offered it and go back to
Yeah,
the Shabo?
yeah, I think you absolutely do. I mean, you're 10 by for 3,900. You don't really have to greed like Takame Hanuman.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, again, he has 50,000 points right now.
Maybe he wants 62,000 points.
Yeah, he does still have a deal in this game as well. He will be the last dealer, so he can take
Might
advantage
have
of his.
allowed like Eric to catch up though. Sam's hand is still
Yeah,
slow,
Sam's
but
hand's still a mess.
Eric is now Ishanten
Yep. The Cheeto still
with a
has.
completely safe Chun if he does get Tenpai.
Yeah, the Cheeto has not gone anywhere.
He got an uncle while I was looking.
Yeah.
Sam filled in a Kanchan here this turn.
Yeah, but that is the 7 so that Kevin would be looking for. All of a sudden, actually, Sam's Ishanten as well.
Hmm.
Not a huge fan of the 4 so cut. I guess, well, you have to cut either 4 so or 4 mon, right? Yeah. Okay, never mind.
It's still not Tenpai with that.
Nope. And Honeysu shift makes no sense, of course. You can't really justify cutting double Dora, especially when there's so many furry tens.
It's the same value anyway.
Yeah. Honestly, even less value
Mike
just
is
because you
just
can you
done.
can't you can
Mike's giving up on the G toy and the hand.
yeah, honestly a good call this late. Never really know what's lurking out there. There's an 8 so finally. There's a West for Eric. He's gonna see that it's one cut, and he's gonna see that. Yeah, we'll see what his read on Kevin is. Because Kevin's been cutting a lot of like,
No, it's
tiles that was.
Tenpai
Oh,
again now.
yeah. I mean, you have to take the senpai. You don't have time to wait. Yeah, and now
It's there though.
If Eric gets senpai, it's gonna be quite sad because I don't think you can hold back the West here. He may have like a player read though, just in the fact that Kevin was like pretty aggressive in his discard of that 6-0.
Yeah, I've noticed playing with Kevin that he's got some tells with how he discards. Oh,
Ah,
the toy.
I mean, what can you do?
You just gotta send it back. Your Tenpai. You can't give it up.
Yep. I wouldn't be overly worried about Dama here. You see two of Adora, like you have 3,900 points.
Just passed to 4 a few turns ago too, Suji.
Yeah, Mike is also like randomly Yushan 10, by the way. Oh, okay. Kevin
That's
just
not
didn't find it in him. Can still get back to Tenpai.
yes.
Gives Eric a window here though to get Tenpai himself, pick up a
Well,
couple of points.
if the shot comes out,
Yep,
he can
and
point it
now
and get back into the Tenpai, but
yeah, it'd be Furry 10, but it'd be Tenpai.
mhm.
Uh, that is yeah, but
No,
nope, it's gonna be
Eric's
the
just
North
done.
from Eric. That's Tenpai for Sam as well, waiting on the 3-pin for just Tanya Dora 1.
Those
That
that
three
are
that 3-pin is the tile that Mike's gonna have to discard if he wants to keep his deal.
surprisingly live, the 3-pin too. One's a door indicator, so I guess there's 2 left.
Yeah. Does not oh actually no, Mike is suddenly like
San Menchan for Sam.
ooh no Furryton either, but would
Yeah,
have
but it's Achizuke, so
yeah, but that's fine.
9 mon
That's very
can look
fine.
it up if it comes along. There's
Mike
not
can
enough
actually
turns left, so
yeah,
just
Mike can actually get back to Cheeto Tenpai as well and
oh
avoid cutting
yeah.
this 3-pin.
369. Sam doesn't actually have draws left, so
Yep. So we'll see what happens here on the Hote. Is that Tenpai? No. So I can't imagine a world where 3-pin comes out here. So it's gonna be
throws the
Sam
9.
only.
He throws the 9 pin for some reason,
Oh,
thinking
that's
it could be
true.
Hote Dora,
Yeah,
Dora
one
Dora.
one mon should be fine to everyone though, right? Oh my god. Oh, it's
Oh,
eight
it's
pin.
the 8.
Oh my god.
I thought he went for the 9 for a second. I
I
was like,
saw him
Hote
reaching
Dora
for
Dora.
it. I was like, no way. All right. Yep. So somehow Sam's mess of a hand is the only one Tenpai there.
That is very unusual. Like,
Yeah.
it's just different being in the commentator seat where you can see all the hands, but
Yeah.
there were hands in Tenpai or close to Tenpai, and then in and out of Tenpai, and
Yep. Ooh, and Kevin has opened a hand that looks pretty nice, except for the fact that it's the wrong round. Unless, is that a South Pair as well? Or am I losing my mind? It is a South Pair as well. Okay, yeah, so Kevin's hand just looks nice.
Sam's hand's got some pretty good shapes.
Yeah, with a home ball in the middle and it being South 2 with Sam having a very comfy lead, like, I'm playing call all with this hand. I don't really mind going
And
non-auto
Kevin
Zuko.
having the lead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry, Kevin having the lead. Has, would be non-Dora 2, most likely.
Dora's 9. 9 so.
Sam's hand actually looks quite nice and just
Yeah.
got a lot better. I really do not like cutting 8-mon there, though. You gotta get rid of these Yakuhai. You need, like, because you need one more block. Plus, there's also the potential for 789 Sanshoku.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Yakuhai just really are not good here. Uh, this is like Sam's big chance to rack up like big points this game, get his team out of the
Well,
the
now you gotta
basement.
throw away. Now you're Ishan 10.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like awkward because this is one of those hands where I'd be like, like, I could Tanya this, but like the nine says the Dora, so like, it doesn't really
Yeah.
like it doesn't help.
This is just you get Tenpai Yurichi.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Or
that is a draw. Very
it is
helpful.
very awkward.
Yeah. I
Because
mean, it's like it's not,
there are realms in which you lose the red 5.
but yeah, but like it's still like Richie
Oh,
Dora one as
Yurichidora 1.
dealers is
Yeah.
quite okay. Oh, that's Kevin draws the Nanko.
Very good.
Very good.
Kevin probably
Decides to,
very interested in calling anything now. He's also got Dora 3 because he paired the
yep,
Dora.
yep. Decides to play for 6 blocks here, trying to just prioritize like having as many shapes as possible to fill in. May end up biting him later though. That 7 mon I think is going to be it's just going to be a little bit difficult to fill in the shape of a 5 mon.
Well,
Yeah, unfortunate. I think like even with the furry 10 you can still keep that,
yeah, you're too far.
but
You're far enough from Tenpai that it does not matter.
yeah,
So you can always
it's
just cut
like
it away at the end and take a Shabo.
yeah. Ooh, interesting here. So Sam could play the 9 so here and just go for Tanyo. Similar, pretty much the same value.
Could also play the 5 and then he gets an Ipeiko if he draws around 6. But I think that's a greedy trap. Well,
Yep.
we'll see how
Ooh.
it works. So, I mean,
Yep. Potential is there for Richie Pinfu Sanchoku. I think, or sorry, not Sanchoku, Richie Pinfu Ipeiko. The other thing that I think this
you
does
have to
actually,
draw precisely a 9 to get an Ipeiko because I'm not taking an Ipeiko chance on a 6. I'm keeping the red 5.
oh yeah, absolutely. I think the other thing is the potentially if he draws like 4 pin, you can just play 7 pin or something like that.
Yes.
All right, that's gonna be the pawn out from Kevin. We'll see which block he decides to do away with here. Gonna be the 1-3, so likes the potential upgrade into like the red 5 pin. So it's non-Dora 3 at the moment. It's Ishanten needing the East, the 9 so and the 3 pin.
Meanwhile, Eric is headless, but is still 2 Shantan.
Yeah, his hand looks quite
Ipeiko.
nice, but it's
We're
like
this late
honestly,
in the game, though. We're in the second row. We're still a little behind.
yeah, but it's like it's not like a significant amount behind. And like literally like one draw, like okay, 7 months not the draw you want there, but like one draw fixes a lot of problems for Eric. Oh wow, what a draw. Tenpai for Kevin, 3 pin. Could also go for Toy Toy
Non-Dora
as
3.
well. Oh, you absolutely pull the door here for
Yeah.
Tonki Tenpai, right?
Yeah.
Is then you get Toy Toy as well.
You get Hanemon that way.
Yeah, so it'd be
Non-Toy Toy Dora
yeah,
3.
Door
Or
4.
Dora 4 with the pawn, yeah, but.
Yeah. You can even get Baimon with some con
Or drawing
shenanigans.
a red 5 and tonking on it.
Yeah. Very good Mopai there from Kevin on the
Three
Haku.
pin. 3 pin is mostly held, though. Sam drew one in the meantime and has changed to a Rian. Oh, it's Tenpai.
Oh, Tenpai. Oh, doesn't want it. Either that or doesn't see it.
It's Dora
That's
2 Tenpai, so it probably.
yeah. Even like 4 pin, even though it's 4 pin Kanchan, like your dealer, like Kanchans really are not as bad as you think they
So
are.
it's gonna be tragedy if you get a 6 here too.
Yeah.
6 pin because you just deal in.
We saw the chi from Eric. Eric's also Ishanten. Just trying to like pick up anything here. 'Cause there's a hombo out there, right? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, one hombo.
Yeah. Okay. So even like 2,500 here for Eric is like, it's something. Especially because like he has to be suspicious of the fact that he sees zero Dora and people are opening their hands.
You also see 0 wins too on the table.
Yeah.
I mean, like Tonen and Non are absent. Pay has been cut.
Chun,
There's only
nothing doing there.
1-3 left.
Yeah. Is Mike is also Ishanten actually. There's just like a nice
And if
normal Rishi.
Eric gets the 3 pin, he just gets Tenpai.
Yeah. Mike is Ishanten as well. For just like a nice normal Richi Pinfu. Oh, that's the last 3 pin. Oh boy. Oh no, Sam. Oh no. All right. I think 3 pin like is the cut that makes sense here. It's just gonna be quite tragic. That is points that Sam really did not want to see go.
This is non Dora 3.
Yep. That is very good for Eric in general. Just gets someone significantly closer to being like overtakeable, as that is a 9,500 point hit to Sam with the Homba. So that is going to be him dropping all the way down to I want to say like 12.5. Does that sound right? Quick math. 11.5. 11.5. I have a liberal arts degree. Do not ask me to do math. Like Jack 10 math, I can do that. But that's not math. That's pattern recognition. All right. I am going to step out for a second. Steve, if you want to start up this hand,
Sure.
I could use a drink.
Alrighty. Well, we have a Dora Chun. Looking around quickly, 1 in Sam's hand, 1 in Mike's hand, 1 in Eric's hand. Who will pair it up first? Beyond that, we have Eric as the dealer, has already a San Menchan shape in hand, and the red 5 is in a round men, so this is looking pretty good. Around the table, Kevin has some not bad shapes that can develop very quickly. Mike has probably the slowest hand at a glance, and it's still not. We've seen worse hands tonight than that. So, and then Sam's got also some good shapes. I don't notice anything that's jumping out at me as being super valuable yet. So we'll just see what the players draw.
All right, I am back. Sorry about that. I
All
may
right.
have blown my voice out last night at karaoke.
I gave the rundown. Sam has
Yeah,
got the best hand, I think, right now. Eric
yeah,
and Sam are kind of
yeah. I
everybody's
can see
hands are
it.
moving along pretty nicely. The draws have been pretty good.
Yeah, it was a friend of mine's birthday. I was like, oh, it's like I'm already at the DC tournament. It's 2 a.m. I'm drunk and doing karaoke. All right. So, anyways,
Folds the
scores.
8. That gives multiple avenues to the Sanshoku. 6, 5, 6, 7, or 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, the score situation here is like not actually as bad as it could be for Eric. He's only 7,000 points behind Sam to try to get out of last place. The Chundora is a
Kevin
little
is
bit.
Ricci. So Kevin was is in
Ah,
tempo. Oh, three pin for Tanya Sanshoku.
oh, Tanya Sanchoku. Wow, and yeah, Kevin seeing that his team is, let's see, honestly, yeah, a huge first here would get Kevin most of the way towards overtaking the Upper Penguins. They're currently 86 points back of fifth place. So I think the difference, like especially on like Suji bait weight this early, I think the difference between
I think we're
5,200
going to see
here,
Eric fight this one though because he's
I
got the
yeah,
two Akkas and
yeah, like you kind of have to. You don't have a choice. And the 9-pin draw is very good. Oh, never mind. Is the 9-pin draw good? Am I losing my mind? The
you
9-pin
want to
draw was
open Hoi Ipatsusumo.
Elamau. Easy. And you got Ura. Riichi, Patsusumo, San, Shoku, Tanyao, Dora.
Or is
Should just
Hanuman.
be a Hanuman, yeah. And that is going to send Eric into the negatives. So if you're the FalKANs, you would have liked to get more points out of this game. Obviously, the game's not quite over yet, as Kevin moves his way all the way up to 70K, give or take, with that Ipatsumo Hanuma. This is exactly the type of giant first place that the Yakumen were looking for. But the big thing here is that the first place is coming ever closer, as Eric seems like he's in line to take back-to-back fourths. Which, it be Mahjong. It'd be that way. Probably thinking back a little bit on that that massive toy that he missed out on the Rinshan for.
That was rough. Yeah, prioritizing the weight just did not work out.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mahjong is a dumb game. Yeah, I think that's two. I think that's two Hanesumos from Kevin that Eric has paid Kaguri for. So it's like even like without like the unfortunate deal, it's just been an unlucky game. But also, yes,
Right. Next
wait,
hand, Dora's Tuso.
wait on 3-pin. It's a good tile.
Eric has one. Sam has one. That is it.
Oh, yeah, Kevin's hand looks very nice, or at least like, well, it looks mostly nice. He just needs to draw a 3-pin, and then his
Yeah.
hand's
Or we just Ricci waiting on the 3 pin and draw it again.
exactly. Well, in this case, it'd just be Riichi Nomi for now.
Ricci Patsumo Ura.
I think from a
I
first place like
mean,
this, I'm willing to like play this hand a little bit longer than taking Riichi Nomi on 3-pin Penchon. Maybe the
if he
same for
draws
like a
up, if he draws
Tanyao.
a pair right now, he's gonna Ricci this. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I probably would as well.
Now you got more chances to make a block.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now you're really just like you're just looking for
I
like
don't.
2-pin.
It's
2-pin draw would
headless.
be
It's
nice.
headless. I don't like. I actually don't really like that. It's better for more blocks, but your door acceptance is gone with the one so.
But I mean, like you can just decide if you draw
The
the
door
door, you're just gonna
tendency, I
play the one.
guess.
Yeah, you can just play the 1-2-pin and like try to cheat a tempai or something.
I suppose. So, yeah.
Yeah. Sam's hand is actually quite nice as well. Looking across the way. He's got the pay pair that's not interfering with this Pinfu. Oh no, please play the West. Please play the West. Thank you. Alright. It's like you really I saw
Yeah,
him
you
like reach for the
playing the
7 on
7 is
his
like because you can get
yeah.
Tenpai on 5, 6, 8, 9,
Yeah,
all
you lose.
Pinfus.
Oh, okay, okay. That's gonna be Damatanya for Kevin. 2-pin only.
Probably waiting for a better weight to Ricci.
This is Tempai for Sam. We'll see what he wants to do with it here. Let's refresh myself
It's
on
not
the
really
score
the
situation.
Tenpai you want.
Yeah, Kevin
If you
is
don't want it,
14.
you can just cut the 7 pin.
Yeah, Kevin's 14,000 points down from Mike, so would need Hane Sumo or Mangan direct hit. Riichi Patsusumo Pinfu Dora
Kevin's
Ura.
also the dealer, so.
Yeah, no, sorry, from Mike, not Kevin.
Mm.
So for Sam to get second in this game, he needs Hane Sumo or Mangan direct onto Mike, which is like Riichi Sumo Pinfu Ipeko Dora Ura, something like that potentially.
Oh, where was the non-tanky Ricci? Oh, it would have been Furry 10.
Yeah, even better.
Yeah, right. That's an Ipatsusumo right there.
I'm worried that if Sam gets Tenpai around the Manzu, he's just gonna two pin Riichi. And it's gonna be quite sad. Feel like wrong, 2K, hey Lamau.
Oh no,
Oh,
Mike
there's the two
failed it.
pin. Yep. All right. Well, that's good for Sam. And honestly, that's really not bad for anyone but Mike. You get another hand to try to get yourself a point like placing. Because now Eric is exactly a Mangan down, right? Or wait, no, not quite. He's 1500. No, Eric is 10k down from Sam exactly. So Mangan Sumo now gets Eric out of third or out of fourth. Uh, what else is there? That puts Sam 12k down of Mike. Jesus, voice cracked. I don't know. I don't know like the Honba math off the top of my head. Mangan Sumo in this with one Honba is 9,500, and you pay 2,500, so that is a 12k swing,
12K
right?
thing, yeah.
Okay, so Mangan Sumo would tie Sam with Mike right now, and okay, so lots of people is like encouraged to look for Mangan Sumo. Eric has 4 pairs. Also, you could just look for Tanyao. I believe, yeah, the door is pay, so you could look for Chitoy on that as well. He has no interest in the 1-3 so block. Kevin's hand also looks pretty quick again. No Akka, and like you can't really accept you can't really use the pay very well, but could just add another like 1500 plus 1500 with Hatsunomi here. Sam's hand probably has to be like Honitsu or something to actually get the Mangan he's looking for. Maybe you could get like Honitsu Itsu or like Doritsu or something. It seems like the high out for the hand. Mike's hand is just kind of like
If you form an
shambolic.
Itsu naturally, you can Dora Tanki.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And then Mike's hand is just kind of shambolic. That
Mike's
is
hand has a 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku in it. You have to look
yeah, yeah.
inside and pull out the
I know. I
Sanshoku.
I do see the Zanshoku. The one pin is also two cut already.
I don't care. Just I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Oh no,
okay.
this is just a Pinfu.
Yeah, it's just like Pinfu and hope that the shapes form. I think Eric probably has the best hand here, but his like win conditions are going to make it like awkward to play.
Yeah, he's obviously trying to like search for the chi toy, and Kevin's already tenpai
Oh yeah,
on
never mind. Kevin has the
five,
best hand. She's
five, 7, 8 pin.
5, 7, 8 pin already. Eric has 4 of those, but like I'm not sure it's gonna matter. 7 pin looks like quite natural to flow out from Mike as well. So another 3,000 points off of Mike would be pretty interesting score wise.
Oh, we got Ishan 10 for Eric.
Chitoy? Or no, it is Anko. Okay.
No, an Anko, so it could
Yeah,
be a
yeah. So
Sananko chance if you could draw
yes. I
tenpai.
mean, Riichi Sumo Tanya Aka is already enough. Though I guess like any Tenpai that he gets would have to be Sanako, so it'd be Hane. Are you gonna palm this? Oh no, it's just gonna
No,
be
it
wrong.
deals in.
I think Eric did say palm. He like raised his
Yeah,
hand as if
he did. He moved.
yeah.
You can tell he.
That is not good for Sam at the overall like point scheme of things.
Because there's a
But
home on it now, so it's just
yeah,
hot soup.
3K. Did the stick just get put into the table?
I hope
No.
not.
No. I'm just losing my mind.
Dora is Sha. Okay. Who's West Seat here? Sam.
It is Sam. Sam does not have any, it looks like.
I
Does
don't
have a
think
nine.
anybody has any at a first glance.
Yeah, I don't see them. Ooh, Eric's hand is very nice again. What does that do
Is
points
that a
wise for
double
Eric?
Ricci chance? Yes.
Yes, it is. Yep, double Ricci chance for Eric. He's been biding his
Six
time.
pin, 6 pin, 3 mon Haku, 4 mon.
Yep.
Few different
More
options
very
here.
reasonable amount of outs. 4 outs for a double Ricci chance is pretty good.
Pay is
And
not it.
no, pay is not the tile you want to see. Alright, so that puts Eric is only 6k down with 2 Homba.
Riichi
So
Sumodora is plenty with the two
yeah,
Honba.
I mean with two Homba, like even Hakudora is enough if you sumo it.
Yes.
I think Eric might look for that for a for sumo or a direct hit. Ooh, this is a really interesting choice. What do you cut here? I think I like 7-pin. One piece
110
like
Sun Uncle
yeah.
chances.
The,
Yeah.
yeah, the potential, the Akagreed as well on some of your wins, and you want to keep the Manzu shape as intact as possible.
Yeah, I don't think the only other option here is the 8-mon, but I really don't like it.
Yeah, I really don't like cutting 8-mon as well. I think I agree with 7-pin. I think in Akanashi you could probably make an argument for like 5-pin there, but that seems iffy. For
You want to play at men's end, probably Haku Haku is okay too.
yeah, that just seems slow.
Yeah.
I don't think Eric doesn't need to play this men's end is the thing, because like 2K, like a two-han hand off of Sam or Sumoed is going to be enough points, and I
So far,
think
Kevin's the only one who's found a Dora, unless somebody cut one and I
yeah,
wasn't paying attention. Doesn't look like it.
yep. I no, I do not see one. Ooh, okay. This one's also interesting. I think yeah, this is fine because you just want to keep as many palm towns. I don't think I really would ever go Adazuka here if I'm Eric though. I would not pawn on anything but the red 5-pin. Because the red 5-pin means you can just win the Haku off of anyone.
And then
But
you'll still get out of last, yeah.
yeah, having to
Because the
win,
five
having
5K is not. I mean, the 5K from the two Homba
plus
is
the
not is
hand
not
value.
enough. Now
Yeah,
there's merit to possibly Haku Haku, but
I think if
just
you're
throws it
gonna,
back.
yeah, I think if you're gonna do that, you might as well just like 8-mon and hedge.
Yes, that's true.
Because then like you can play Haku Haku if you draw like Tuso or something. And even then, like I'm not necessarily convinced that that's good because then you're just
I don't
like
know.
on a worse Adazuka.
It's one of those hands that it's like you would have hoped got 10 pi a long time ago, and it's just
Yeah.
still shunting.
Anyway, meanwhile, well, we've been tunnel visioning on that.
Mike is
Mike
looking
is
nice, and
Shanten.
Sam is looking nice
Sam's
too.
hand looks really nice as well. Yeah. Kevin's hand is a little bit slow, so we may see this game ending here. That is gonna be interesting. Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
Mhm.
So Eric looking to prioritize having a good weight once he gets the Haku, but does give up the chance to get the red 5-pin to 10-5.
It's 10 pi.
Okay, yeah, so Ricci here is absolutely fine. Let's see. So if he gets the Yasume, like the only 5-pin that isn't red, it's 26 plus 3K, so
56,
it's
yeah.
56. So it would not be enough. But that's like literally only one of his 4 tiles does not give it of his 4 winning tiles is not given enough to get out of last. And he would have to get dealt into that by not Sam and Miss Uradora.
It's like Wrong Dragon.
Yep, wrong dragon. Where's my Shirapochi? They are live.
Yeah, the Hakus are both live. Is
Yeah,
Kevin? No,
Haku's are both
Kevin's not 10
live.
pi.
Yeah, 5-pin are both sitting in Sam's
Unfortunately,
hand.
Kevin's saddled with that Dora now and probably does not want to throw it. Like, Kevin's just completely done.
Yeah, Kevin should be done.
This,
There's
the hand
really
is not winnable with the
yeah, you
Dora
can't
in,
do
and you
anything
can't
with
throw
this.
the Dora into a Ricci from this deep of blast with that many points.
Yeah, and I think Sam's like trying to pull it out
Oh,
as well.
God. Poor Eric's is drawn like honor tiles and red fives and wants to draw a
Yeah.
Haku here.
So I think the only person in a position to actually fight this hand at all is Sam, because I think Mike has kind of just blown up his hand. I think we see Kevin cutting tiles that like might deal in just because like he has absolutely nothing that's actually guaranteed safe. But I don't think Haku's gonna end up being a choice. So I think it's gonna have to be a sumo from Eric.
I wonder if Eric will show the camera if he does Sumo the Haku, because you know he's gonna just tell when he picks it up, because it's like the only tile. It's like
Yeah.
superbly easy to Mopai.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and there's still 3 Sha in the wall as well.
Yeah. Sam's hand is also interesting because like he doesn't really have anything safe anymore. Like I guess he has 5 so he can blow up the hand entirely. But like you can risk like 8 Suji, right? If you're Sam. Especially for this. You don't even have to risk 8 anymore. Like you can geez, this is a tough one for Sam. I think if you're gonna play 8 so, you might as well just play 5 so back. Yeah, and just like
Yeah,
hard
well,
fold
it's
out.
the only other option really is the two mon because the two mon pair, the
Yeah,
three mon pair was cut from hand.
yeah, and you can also like, and also 2-1 gives you Chito Ishanten.
Yeah, that's why I
But
was mentioning it because it's a little more, just a few more outs.
yeah, so still 2 tiles in the wall for Eric to try to sumo. Mike has a pretty good fold path, I think, with just like these upper Pinzu. And Kevin doesn't really have a great fold path, but also has no tiles that can deal in.
And the Stuhakus are still in the wall.
Yep. Oh, Sam does a Dora. Now plays the 2-mon as it came out from. So it's just gonna be, can Eric get this? If Eric still has a Mongon here, that doesn't overtake, right? No, not even close. What am I saying? What if Eric still was a Hanemon? Like if he gets Ura or something, or like Haite. Is Eric the South Seat? Eric is not. No, he's North Seat.
Eric's
All
the
right.
North Seat.
All right. So there would need to be some shenanigans for him to get the Haite.
Where is the Hakus? They're still in that little pile of tiles.
I'm gonna go ahead and just say they're both dead. Well, yeah. Mike now probably having to make another choice on folding here, but again, just doesn't have any dealing tiles. The 5 pin's now Nakasuji though, as the 8 pin comes out.
Sam
And
would have been Cheetoy there if he had hedged the.
yeah, Sam is actually out of safe tiles after that 9-mon. Is that 9-mon even safe actually? Oh, the West Dora becomes safe. Now Sam is also Chito Ishanten.
And there's the Haku.
Yeah,
Goes
Haku gets
through it.
drawn by Kevin. That's
That's
Chito
Cheetoy
Tenpai.
Senpai.
Yeah, it's 4 5-mon are both risky.
If you're Mike, you don't necessarily have to risk it because the score line is.
Yeah, winning this hand doesn't really do a whole lot for you if you're Mike, but I mean, like at the same time,
If you don't have anything safe, try something.
yeah, Tenpai. All right, so
Oh,
that's gonna be
there's.
Tenpai. Oh, that's Tenpai for Sam too.
Oh my goodness! Like Cheetoys everywhere.
Yeah, 4 7 so. Let's see, there is a Kabe on the 5 so. So 7 so is actually not as bad as it would normally seem here.
And having two sixes and two eights in the hand.
Yeah. So you're really only ever dealing into like 7 so Shabo or something here. I do
Yep.
okay. It does decide to
Four
take it.
pin.
Let's see.
Or so rather.
Yeah,
Tenpai.
so we know the 4 so weight is dead. 5-mon
Hmm.
weight is there's one in Kevin's hand, there's one in Eric's hand. This is the Haite.
Hmm.
All right, it's gonna be 3 Tenpais even. Wow, quite sad if you're Eric, but nothing you can really do. I don't know where the Ricci six go. I don't know if they go to the winner or if they just get lost in the void. But that is going to be a massive night for Kevin and the Yakumen. As he's going to finish this game with like, I mean, pays out 3K and no 10 payments. Like, oh well, you know. Well, unfortunate night for the Triad, but honestly, they were kind of due for one. That's going to be a pretty hefty shift. Unfortunately, the other teams really couldn't like the teams close. Really, the only team was the FalKAns. Really couldn't take advantage of it, and that with how like or how this night went for the Triad, that 20-point late penalty might actually sting for Mike. So shout outs to public transit. uh, Absolutely brutal. Can't really say anything about Eric's game other than just like unfortunate, you know. Like probably like when he dealt in, he was probably cutting the safest tiles in hand. Uh, Paid out 200 Cabaries. Life just kind of be that way sometimes. The last knockbeat just being the dead wall is just kind of icing on the cake.
Yeah, the one was very, very late in the wall. It just took forever to draw it, and then Eric timely drops the Shah Dora and gives everyone safe tiles.
Yeah, and for the Rinshan Kaibros for Sam, he like this is such a small third place that like in his like or it's like it's such a meh third place that it almost counteracts like the first that he got the previous game because the first was also very tiny. It was like barely over 30K. So the huge winner tonight is definitely the Yakumen with a 2-1 performance or the second and the first performance from Kevin. especially the 72K first. It's going to jump them pretty much to be even with the Emperor Penguins after the UMA. So very tight race for fourth place, as you have three teams within like 60 points of each other. But that is everything that's going to be it for us, I believe. My name has been Max, better known as Light Pink Yoshi in some circles. I've been joined here by Steve. Steve.
Yep. Thanks all for watching. I'm still here. I'm just like
Yeah.
getting ready to go pack.
Yeah.
The DC Open is happening this weekend. We're all gonna go have fun. So
Yep. I've got a flight in 6 hours, as do or well, a flight in like 8 hours. You have a flight in like 7 hours. And
yes.
I will see you tomorrow. I will see some of you tomorrow and this weekend, and I will see the rest of you whenever the heck I'm next here. Thank you for having me on, and have a good night.
Thanks all. Have a great night.